All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the finals day. Already, somehow, we're here. We're in the final. We've got the women's final, men's final tomorrow, and we've got a Czech final. We've got Noskova taking on Muchova. Maybe not the... I don't think it's an unusual final. I think you could have guessed this final. I don't think it's super random like it could have been, or like it could have been, at other tournaments. Muchova's made it to a final before. We've all expected her that she's going to win a slam, or she could win a slam eventually. And Noskova, even though she's relatively new to the scene, we have seen the best of her, right? We've seen what she could do. And she won a grass title. Both these players won a grass title before this tournament as well. So they were always on the radar, just like all the other players who win grass titles before we get to Wimbledon. And they've only played once. It was last year at the US Open. I rewatched that match to see what it was like, and it was actually very competitive. Very fun match. Muchova had the better of it, but it went 3 sets because Muchova just got a little bit nervous. But it was a good contest, and it was a third round, so it wasn't on a main court, or it wasn't in a big spotlight. It was on one of the outside courts, but it was a very entertaining match. So hopefully, and that was only like 9-10 months ago. So hopefully we can get something similar in this Wimbledon final. Obviously, the stakes are much higher. The nerves are going to be higher. So hopefully it doesn't affect the quality of the match, because that'd be a shame if we had maybe early it'll be nervous and there'll be errors, but hopefully it turns out to be a banger. Czech players at Wimbledon are killing it. Last couple of years, 3 out of the last 4 champions have been Czech. Obviously, that's going to happen today. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting final. It's going to be a fun final. But how are we doing, chat? Are we ready for the Wimbledon final? And then the men's final tomorrow between Zverev and Sinner. Zverev and Sinner, which is I'm very interested by that final. I'm interested to see how Zverev looks. Not many finals with fellow countrymen playing each other. Yeah, so this is the first time, I think, since 2017 US Open final when Keys and Stevens played. I think that's the last time it was an all on the women's side. On the men's side, I don't think it's happened for 8. Have we had an all Italian final? No. Spanish final? No. Yeah, so it's been, I think, 2017 US Open when Stevens beat, was that 2017? Was that 2016? Hang on. Can't remember. Yeah, 2017. So that's the last time that 2 players from the same country have played in a final against one another. First time we've had a Czech final as well. We've had a lot of Czech finalists and champions, but we've never had a Czech final. Or at least we haven't had one for a long time. But yeah, so this is going to be interesting. And I think this is the first Wimbledon final between 2 players from the same country since like the Serena and Venus last decade. So head-to-head's 1-0 in favor of Muchova. But they played the US Open third round last year. Muchova got the 3-set win. And it was fun. That was a fun matchup. Like I said, I rewatched it just to kind of get an idea of what to expect. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's a good clash of styles. You got the power. I think we underestimate how powerful Noskova is. Like, she's got a massive serve. We know that. We've seen that. It's a big weapon. But she's also hits the ball pretty hard. Muchova, obviously, a little bit more of the finesse. So yeah, both can volley, right? So expect volleys, expect net shots, right? Passing shots, all the fun stuff. So yeah, this is I feel like this is going to be a really good final. Do you reckon Zverev has the advantage if it goes 5? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. The longer it goes, the better for Zverev, yeah? Let's have a fabulous match. I haven't been so excited for a while. Nice. Princess Kate is handing out the trophy. There you go. Walter Raducanu have finished. The only hope is a younger appearing once again. Cool. Nobody said anything about any of that, but okay. Thanks for, yep, sure. Do you reckon that these two will get more games than in this moment? Yes. Last year's final was a total random occurrence that will probably not happen for a long time. I don't think we're going to get that today. How's Royal Box Bingo? It's terrible. It's been terrible. It's not even close. Also, Brad Pitt's at the World Cup, so he's not coming bloody out here. It's the worst. We've got to rethink bingo next year. Royal Box Bingo, we'll do it next year, but we'll do it different. So that way we can actually enjoy it instead of it just being. I think we went too specific. Could be a 3-setter. It could, for sure. Get all the mucking around. Yeah. Get all the crazy comments out first, and then we'll get to the match, and we can enjoy. Will Roger be there for both finals? I have no idea. I don't think Roger's there today. I don't think Roger's going to be there at all. I think he was there for one day, and that was it. He hasn't been there since, or he's not going to be there. I don't think he's going to be there. Is he? Why? Is he supposed to be there? If we changed center court bingo, we would have got a few checked off. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we had a few of the celebrities that didn't make the box, but we need to be. I think next year we'll do it next year, and we'll do it again differently next year. Unless tomorrow they all the stars come out and we can tick off a bunch of names. No, I think we'll do Royal Box Bingo the same way, but we'll just do it with different names. Like the names won't be so I think just having it so specific is a little bit hard. So we'll just do Formula One driver, not this one, right? We'll just do a little bit more broad, so that way we can tick off some more names. Hopefully, the two women produce a hard fight. Yes, let us hope that is happening. Isn't Noskova 21? Yeah. Youngest finalist since Kvitova at Wimbledon in 2012, 2011, something like that. How much does play time in a tournament fatigue a player in the finals? It does matter. I don't think these ladies have to worry about that too much because they both haven't played that as much on court. Muchova's come through. Zakharova, Zhang, Sawonki, or Sawonku, Krejcikova, Osaka, and Gauff. First player to beat 3 Grand Slam champions to make the final since, I think, Raducanu. Raducanu? Maybe, I can't remember. I'll look it up and we'll go through it soon. And then Noskova has come through Seidel, Osorio, Castella, where she saved match points. Both these ladies have saved match points to make the final. She beat Keys in the 4th round, and then she beat Mertens, Kostyuk, and now she's here. So yeah, both ladies have saved match points to make the final, which is the first time in a long time that that's happened as well. So yeah. Muchova got to win this. She's older. She's 29, so this is a big opportunity, obviously, to win a slam. And probably, I wouldn't say her last chance, right? I think she's going to have other chances. I don't think this is her final chance. It's just going to be how many more chances will she get, because she's had one up until now. Slams aren't easy to come by at this point in time when there's so many players that are so good. So, yeah, this is a huge opportunity. Whereas, Noskova's got 10 more years to try and get one. And, you would expect that she would get one eventually. Whereas Muchova, you're like, look, she could get another one, right? If she wins today or she doesn't win today, there could be another chance. But yeah, you feel this is probably. I think she's the slight favorite as well. So you'd say this is her best chance because the next person she plays, let's say she wins, makes another final in a couple of whatever year or so, she might have to play Sabalenka. She might have to play Raducanu, right? She might have to play someone who's way better at slams or way better, way more experienced. Do you think this will go 3 sets? I think so, yeah. It'll either be that or a close straight sets. I'd be very shocked if it was easy for either player. Wimbledon is the slam for the Czech players, apparently, yeah. It has been a very successful place for Czech players. Now, let me go through some of the stats for the day. So, both these ladies have saved match points to get to the final. It's the first time since 2008 Australian Open, where both ladies, Halep and Wozniacki, saved match points to make the final there. Wozniacki obviously won that one. And it's also the third time... the winner of this will be the third player to win by saving match point, to win Wimbledon by saving match point behind Serena and Venus. So there's only 2 players that have done it, saving match points to win the title at Wimbledon. Venus, Serena, and one of these ladies is going to be the third. So there you go. So that's not bad to be put on the same list as those two, especially at Wimbledon, because that's been Venus's, arguably her best. Both these ladies are going to be career high rankings no matter what happens today. If they win or lose, they'll both be in the top 10, career high. Muchova, if she wins, she will go up to number 4. If she loses, she'll be number 6. And if Noskova wins, she'll be number 7. If she loses, she'll be number 8. So yeah, so Muchova really getting up to the top there. So that would mean that she kicks out Gauff out of the top 4, which makes sense because the top 4 players at that point would be... Oh, no, actually, Andreeva's the French Open champion, isn't she? So, yeah, Raducanu, Sabalenka, Muchova, and then Pegula. Just shows how good Pegula is without winning a slam. Having been number 4 in the world without a slam. She's the best player without a slam by ranking as well. So, yeah. So, that's what is at stake. Obviously, a spot in the WTA finals as well. The winner of this will pretty much lock their name into it. I mean, if Muchova does lose this, she's still got so many points, Muchova, that she'll probably qualify anyway. Noskova, if she loses this, she's number 9 at the moment, so she's kind of on the edge of qualifying. But if she wins this title, she'll elevate herself into the top 8, but also with the slam to a name, you don't have to be in the top 8 to qualify, right? You could be number 9 or 10 and take the spot because you won a Grand Slam. So, which is what Djokovic did a couple of years ago. So that's going to be, it's obviously a big deal for that tournament down the track as well. Pegula's on a Safina path? Nah. I don't think Pegula is one of the best players never to win a slam. I don't think she'll be known for that. She'll be known for a bunch of other stuff, but not for... I don't think she's one of the best players not to win a slam yet, but I wouldn't put Pegula on that list. She's kind of like Casper Ruud, it feels like, really never really. No one expected Pegula or Casper Ruud to really do anything, and they've done more than what probably people expected of them. So, overachieved, maybe you could say overachieved, especially because Pegula's had so many injuries early in her career. I wouldn't say that's harsh. That's not harsh. What? Saying that she's not one of the best, she's not on the list of best players never to win. Best player never to win a slam is a terrible list to be on. That's harsh. If you're on that list, that's not good. Saying that she's not on that list is a compliment. Saying that she's not on that list. You don't want to be on that list. You don't want to be known as one of the best players never to win a slam, because that means, you've let's be real, you've not achieved your goals. You haven't done what we thought you would. Pegula's an overachiever. Nobody expected Pegula to become, and even now, even at this point, Pegula is still, getting stopped by, Gauff and Sabalenka and Rebecca. She's like the David Ferrer of this generation, right? She's no one looks at David Ferrer and goes, "Oh man, he wasted his chance." No, we're all like, "Well, he was unlucky." I think Pegula's just unlucky. She's in a generation of killers, and unable to get one yet. I think she'll get one eventually. She's got a chance at every slam, but it's not harsh saying that she's not on the list of best players never to win one. You don't want to be on that list. That's not a fun list to be on. Be honest. Who's winning this? No, I'm going to lie. I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to make it up. I've been honest. Go watch my preview. I made a preview. What do you think? I lie in my preview? Go watch it. Go watch the preview. This will be the third time in the last 4 years that Czech player wins Wimbledon. Yeah, I know, right? They are taking this tournament over. I mean, look, chat. What the best, arguably, not even arguably, the best Wimbledon champion of all time is Martina Navratilova. Who did she play for at the start of her career? Who did she represent before she moved to America because of the turmoil that was going on? A Czech player. She's a Czech player. She started this. She probably gave belief to a whole generation of Czech players believing that they could win Wimbledon because Martina did it 10 times. And even though she played for America, she was still a Czech hero. So she has to take a lot of credit. And I hope she gives out the trophy because I feel like that is so fitting that she would give out the trophy to in an all-Czech final, with her connections, right? So I don't know if she is giving out the trophy. Actually, sorry, she's not giving out the trophy because they give it to the royalty dude. But you are a yapper? There's nothing happening, mate. We haven't started yet. What do you want me to do? Sit here and smile? Like, I don't understand. What do you want me to do? What a boring channel that would be. Do you think Raducanu becomes world number one? I think she will, yeah. I think she will. This should be a fun match to watch, yeah. I hope they're both playing well. I hope it's not too many errors. Because when they're playing well, they both play so well. It's so much fun to watch. You're lucky, Cam, after this tournament, you're going to have good time zones. I'm so excited for Monday. I'm going to just party for a week. I'm going to party for a week. And when I say party, I mean clean my house and probably just eat, stay inside, maybe go to the movies. I'm just going to celebrate. Celebrate a long European season with no breaks. When is the next tournament? Next tournament is Washington, which is 2 weeks after Wimbledon. I'm not going to clean anything that's going to cut my fingers off. I've done that already. I don't want to do that again. I'm going to enjoy 2 weeks of silence. Of me not talking. Not silence of just silence of me. I'm not going to talk for 2 weeks. I'm going to learn sign language. And I'm just going to be a mute. I've already learned some sign language. Should have been Felix, not Novak. That's my feeling. Well, I don't think Felix would have done much better, to be honest. You deserve a break. Thank you. Bold prediction. I think Raducanu wins number one and wins US Open, makes number one. Okay. I don't think she'll need to win the US Open to be number one, to be honest. I think if she just does well over the next couple of months, next couple of weeks, she does well at Cincinnati, Canada, and she does well, that might be enough. She won't have to win. Because remember, Sabalenka's got to defend she's defending the number one spot, and that's a lot harder to be in that position when you've got to, you have to win the Grand Slam to save your spot. Rybakina has nothing to lose. She can just play for free. And she doesn't even necessarily have to win. She could be number one by Sabalenka losing, which is, a good position to be in. The expectation, the pressure is all on Sabalenka over the next couple of months. Because she also defends Cincinnati. Did she win Cincinnati? Hang on. What was it? Swiatek? I can't remember. She won Cincy too, right? I'm not losing my mind. No, Swiatek did. When hang on, let me trouble. When did what did Sabalenka do? She made the semis at least, right? Quarterfinals. Whereas Rybakina, she lost in the semis. Okay, so Rybakina does have points in Cincinnati. I'll take that back. But the US Open, if they go into the US Open pretty much tied, then we won't. She won't have to necessarily do much to be number one anyway. After the US Open, I think that Rybakina is going to be number one. I think that's when she's going to be number one. Power players coming out in about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. $50 says Cam streaming at least one match next week. Well, I already said that I'm going to stream on the weekend if it's interesting. So you're not really making a bet. Plus, are you going to give me $50 if I don't stream next week? So that's great. I'll take it. Free money. $50 not to stream? Okay. Why take a break, Cam? There are great tournaments between now and Washington. I'll be honest. I'm tired. Yeah. I've been streaming a lot this year. So I'm going to use the opportunity for 250 events that are on clay that don't really make any difference to the four, let's be honest, clay season ended, right? 250s on clay are a nice consolation, but they don't mean anything for US Open. So I'm going to take the opportunity for the next 2 weeks to not watch clay court tennis when we don't have to, because I know how busy the rest of the year is going to be. So, yeah. And I've been streaming every day for most of the year. So I'm gonna take the opportunity to not watch clay court tennis when we don't have to watch it. And we'll come back in Washington, and I'll be fresh, hopefully, and we'll go from Washington to Canada, Cincinnati, US Open, and we'll do the whole shebang like we've been doing. Unless the only thing we're gonna watch on the clay is if there's an interesting match, right? If Ruud versus Rublev or Bublik versus Ruud or something, if there's an interesting match, right? I'll be like, oh, okay, it's on. I'm not gonna be up at 4 a.m. to watch it, but if it's on, I'm like, oh, okay, we might tune into something just to cover it. But I'm not it's really not. It's not that important. That's the thing. It's not worth watching because it doesn't. It's not really a big. We're not missing much, right? The people that win these clay events, we don't really. It doesn't. I mean, it's a fun side quest, Like Bublik winning last year was amazing, but it didn't really mean much for the US Open, right? It didn't. Doesn't mean much at this point playing clay. It's not all about you. What, me? I'm not allowed to take a break. Is that what you're saying? Does your boss make you work every day for the whole year? With no weekend? You don't get, do you get weekends or what's that? I don't get any of that. There's a drive for next week. I think I think the draw for one of the tournaments is out next week. Yeah. I don't know which tournament, but the one with Rude's in, I saw him in the draw. So he's playing next week. Rude Wawrinka could be a second round next week, so there is a chance we could watch that. But again, I'm not planning on watching anything. You deserve a break. I've been watching Solid with you for the last month, and I'm knackered too. Yeah. Yeah, you guys need a break as well. If I go live, you'll be up here and be like, what? No, you need a break too. All right, players are walking out. Here we go. Wimbledon final is about, all the ceremonies about to commence. Found you in April, searching for commentary on Baptiste and Sabalenka. Hey, appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around. Campbell will be in bereavement for 2 weeks. It's all right. You'll get over it. You'll be fine. There's no tennis anyway, so just pretend like there's nothing to watch because there's nothing on next week. I do, since I'll travel most of next week and this week or next week. Okay. All right. Here we go. They're about to walk out. We are about to begin. Here we go. And the crowd go wild. They're all there. It's a full house already. No one coming in late to this one. They're all there for this. When is Alcaraz coming back? I'm not sure. He hasn't told us. There's been no return date set. All right. So you got Martina. By the way, I'm guessing that Martina and Princess Kate are both going to give out the trophy, right? Because they're sitting next to each other. Or they're both going to be there. I'm sure there's no way they're not going to have Martina Navratilova in the middle of the two Czech players in the final trophy ceremony. There's got to be, right? We got to have that. Got to have that. I don't know why we didn't have Martina on the list of the bingo, but we will next year. Remont.
Thank you, Cam.
Hey, thank you for the 10. Appreciate that. All right, here we go. I'm sure there's going to be a nervous start to this match. Both these ladies are probably very, very, very nervous. Muchova has been here before. She has been to a final of a slam, so she knows what is the whole thing, but also not the final Wimbledon. Wimbledon is a different beast when it comes to finals of slams. It's a totally different. It's a different level. Keep your voice. We need your excellent voice. Well, we're gonna. It's yeah. Okay. I have to talk now though because we're getting started. And these two are friends, right? Most of the Czech players. I don't think there's any. I think pretty much all the Czech players are friends, right? Because they're all on the team together for Billie Jean King Cup. Which, if they don't win Billie Jean King Cup this year, I mean, how? The only time is when like Krejcikova and Siniakova split, and we were like, oh, what's that about? But they're all like when they all play each other, they all seem pretty cordial. These two, when they played at the US Open, gave each other a hug at the end of the match. All smiles. So even though there will definitely be competition within the Czech, the Czech player ranks, it's a friendly rivalry. All right. Just getting the photos. And we are ready to go. Noskova asked for fans to cheer for both. Yeah, fair enough. Refreshing final. Yeah. It's a good final. Yep, Wimbledon's had 10 different winners in the last 10 slams. So it has been very interesting that is the situation. But look, it's also probably no surprise, right? Because Wimbledon and grass is just not a surface that gets played on, right? So there's no surprise that we've had totally different winners for the last, 10, because it's not a surface you can really get used to. It's not a surface that there's time to get used to. Having a look at the finalists of Wimbledon as well, Jabeur made the final twice in the last 10 years. Serena made the final twice as well. And that's it. They're the only two players that have, made the final, 2 times in the last 10 years as well. So you got Serena, Muguruza, Kerber, Halep, Barty, Raducanu, Vondrousova, Krejcikova, Swiatek, and the winner of this. But yeah, the only two repeat finalists in that time were Serena made the final 3 times. Kerber made the final twice. She lost in 2016, won in 2018, and Ons made the final twice. Venus made the final in 2017, which was the last time that she made the final of a slam, I think. Or did she make the final of the Australian Open as well? Was that the same year or the year before? I can't remember. Muguruza did make the final twice as well in 2015, 2017. But yeah, since during this decade, Ons is the only one to make 2 finals of this tournament. Everybody else has either made 1 or has only made 1, right? Match being pushed half an hour? Nope. Match is starting in 2 minutes. Match will start in 2 minutes. But I'm excited for this one, chat. These two are some of the best players to watch, especially Muchova. We talk about Muchova's elegance. We talk about her Federer-esque game. So no surprise she's in the final of Wimbledon, where Federer used to do his best work. Why do we see less different champions on the men's side? Probably, maybe because of the same thing, but for different reasons. With players that know how to play on grass, right? They don't really give anyone else a chance because the others don't get time to practice on grass. If you're good on grass, as Alcaraz and Sinner and Djokovic and Federer and Nadal, well, Djokovic, right? It's very hard to try and train to get to that level that they do. Whereas on the women's side, I mean, look, it's Wimbledon. If you look at the Wimbledon champions over the last 10 years, it is really a reflection of the tour, right? The WTA Tour, Wimbledon is where we see the depth of the WTA and not how random it is, but how many good players there are. On the men's side, it highlights how top heavy the slam, how the best players in the world are the only, that's how big the ATP is, right? It kind of shows a little bit of both tours. The best of the WTA is that we get a final like this, and then we get finals like, Alcaraz Sinner again and again, or Djokovic Sinner or whatever, which again is kind of the problem of the ATP. For me, I think it's a problem not having more champions. But on the women's side, Wimbledon shows the. But then again, all the slams are pretty much like that, right? I mean, on the men's side, the slams are dominated by 3 guys, and Zverev. And on the women's side, nobody has dominated the slams since Swiatek in 22. And she only won 2 that year. And she won the French Open a bunch, right? She had that on lock, but then, recently, Andreeva, Gauff, right? Taking her away from her. So, yeah. All right. I need your predictions, chat. Who is winning this Grand Slam? I went Noskova in 3. I went for the upset, if you want to call it that. I mean, it's kind of an upset, but I don't think it's a surprise if she wins. But I'm going with her. Hey, Maria Sharapova's in the house. But who you got, chat? Who is winning this Wimbledon? Let's just hope it's a longer final than last year. And I'm sure it will be. Last year's final will go down in history as one of the craziest results we'll ever see. I'll be very shocked if we get that again today. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve from Noskova into the forehand of Muchova as we go forehand to forehand, and Noskova overhits it. 15 love. I love 15. Muchova 2, Muchova 2. Muchova in 3. Linda in 3. By the way, I'll give you a good stat here. So Muchova, in her career, has a very good record against Czech players. She's 12 wins, 2 losses against Czech players, including 3 wins and 0 losses this year. Noskova's 3 wins, 6 losses against Czech players in her career. So, yeah, when it's Czech versus Czech, Muchova wins. All right, 15-0. She doesn't mind playing her fellow countrywoman. All right, 15-0. As that's 2 goodbye, Noskova. And it's 30-15. 30-15. Serving to the forehand of Muchova. Muchova hits it out. 40-15. And the return goes into the forehand of Noskova. Muchova backhand long, and first game goes to Noskova in the final. 1 love. Good, solid start. Noskova for the win. Stats mean nothing in sport. Interesting take. Stats mean nothing in sport. That was a joke, right? You make a joke? You're making a joke, right? Tell me you're joking, right? You were joking, right? All right. Muchova to serve. As the return goes out by Noskova, and it's 15 love. Noskova's looking cool, yeah. I was watching her play the match against Muchova at the US Open. She hits the ball so hard, Noskova, but she also is so. She is a bit of an ice queen as well. Doesn't get overly emotional. Doesn't get fired up. Just keeps it cool. As it goes out by Muchova. And it's 15-0. As we just serve into the forehand of Noskova. Muchova goes to the backhand of Noskova. Muchova forehand into the corner. Great shot, 30-15. The crowd has given cheers for every point that's won so far. They don't have a favourite. Sharapova's in the royal box. She is. That she is. All right, serve again. Is a let's. And a default from Muchova. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Noskova off the tape. Muchova comes in with a slice. Noskova backhand in the net. Good reactions from Muchova. 40-15. I'll tell you, it will be interesting at the end of the day who comes to the net more as well, because both of these ladies are capable at the net. Noskova plays a lot of doubles as well, which has helped her ability to volley. But it will be interesting to see who comes to the net more. 40-15. As a backhand return, the forehand of Muchova. Backhand to backhand rally as Noskova goes up the line in the net. And it's 1-1. Muchova holds. All right. Good start for both on serve. I'm guessing that is Muchova's family in the house, because they're sitting behind Priscilla Hon, who's Muchova's friend. Now 1-0. As Noskova serves fault. Second serve. And then an ace. Second serve ace. All right. 15 love. Serve again. It's too strong. 30 love. Do I watch the World Cup tonight? Of course. Of course. It's probably one of the most entertaining matchups too. England versus Norway, right? Of course I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to watch Argentina. I'll probably just fall asleep after that. But hell yeah, I'm going to watch England versus Norway. As that goes wide from Muchova. 40 love. Love. And Noskova serves into the back of Muchova. Muchova in the net. And it's 2-1. Great serving from Noskova. Do you watch McGregor tonight? Oh, that's going to be... I forgot that's on. I probably missed that because I will be asleep. Yeah, tomorrow's kind of brutal. Because I want to watch World Cup, which is at 7 a.m. And I think McGregor's fight's in the afternoon. And maybe I'll wake up and watch it after. I don't know. It's hard to watch sports right now. Like Wimbledon final at 1 a.m., 7 a.m. World Cup. McGregor's fight's probably at like 2 p.m. my time. So it's like, it's going to be, that's too hard. Belgium, Spain was fun. Yeah, I watched a bit of that. You like Muchova or Noskova to win? Noskova in 3. In a close 3-setter. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to watch Cruz Hewitt in the final of Wimbledon, if I can figure out how to watch it. I just got to find out if they're going to show it, because they don't usually show junior finals, but I'm sure they'll make an exception tomorrow, because it's an Aussie. Lucky there's no F1 this week. Yeah. Too much. All right. Back to Muchova. Yeah, I don't have BBC, so I can't watch it on BBC. All right. Nice serving, Muchova. It's 15 love. $15 love. Is it on center court or court 1? I can't remember. Because they show the junior finals on court 1, yeah? Hey, Laura, thank you for the 55 months. Appreciate it. Seems like only yesterday that Leighton was a boy himself. Yeah. 15-0. As Muchova serves. A let. Cam, get your eyes checked. Okay. As a return, it goes into the forehand of Muchova. Backhand from Noskova in the forehand of Muchova. There's Noskova forehand. Again to the forehand of Muchova. But Muchova overhits it. 15-30. 15-30. I don't know if some of y'all are rude just because you want attention or what, but... Well, you leave your manners before you log onto the internet, do you? 15-30. Hey, Jennifer, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. As a return goes into the forehand of Muchova. Muchova overhits it. We got break points. 15-40. Yeah, I don't think the junior final's on center court. I think it's on court 1. I mean, it's usually court 1. 15-40. Noskova with the 2 break points to start us off. All right, serve. Is an ace. All right. And Muchova just stood there. Sorry, Noskova just stood there. Great serve. 30-40. Serve again. At the back end of Noskova. Great return. Muchova hits it deep. Noskova with a forehand to the slice of Muchova. Noskova in control. Hits a win up the line. There's the break. Wow. Great start from Noskova. 3-1. Perfect start. All right. 3-1 Noskova. That's the perfect way to start. All right, back to Noskova's serve, which is very hard to break. She serves a fault second serve. Is this going to be an automatic slot in the WTA Finals? Yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much. Unless they somehow drop off. But yeah, if you win a Grand Slam, you're pretty much in the WTA Finals by that one. Cam looks tired. Okay. 15 love. Serving to the forehand of Muchova. Muchova in the net. 30 love. Noskova's won 7 out of 7 points on first serve so far. I'll tell you what, in the next 2 weeks, I'm not going to miss all this chat. Not going to miss this. As we return now into the backhand of Noskova. Noskova to wide, 30-15. I'll just smile more. Okay. 30-15. And Noskova serves out wide. Great serve. 40-15. Great serve. 40-15. Noskova for a 4-1 lead. Ooh, just missed the serve down the tee. Second serve. Ooh, double fault. 40-30. $40-30. Noskova serves again. To go to 4-1. Another fault. Second serve. Are we YouTube featured today? I'm not sure. Serve to the backhand of Muchova. Backhand from Noskova in the net. All right, Muchova gets a nice deep return. And it's deuce. All right, Noskova serves again. Down to the backhand of Muchova. Return goes long, and it's advantage Noskova. So much different when she gets the first serve in. She gets that first serve in. Good luck. All right, advantage Noskova. By the way, chat, we're almost at 500 likes. Come on, we can get to 1,000 likes. This is the final Wimbledon. Come on, we need to get to 1,000 likes. And we need to get to 312K because we're almost there. And then I'll stop asking. Advantage Noskova. As with a serve. Into the forehand Muchova. Noskova forehand to the backhand slice of Muchova. As Noskova with a forehand cross court. Muchova gets it with her forehand. As they go forehand to forehand. Slice now from Muchova. Noskova forehand inside out. Nice slice from Muchova. And then the drop shot from Noskova. Muchova gets there, but it's going to go long. 4-1. 4-1 Noskova. Even though there's a little bit of trouble, still gets out of it with the serve. What's my favorite music album? I don't know. Noskova dark horse. I mean, she was at the start of the tournament for sure. Hey, Dominique, thank you for the 25 months. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Sticking around. Hopefully it's more competitive than last year. Well, yeah, I mean, it already is. It already is. All right. 4-1. Solid start. Noskova's got arguably the best serve in the WTA. I still think that Raducanu's serve is better. But Noskova's got to be top 3 after this tournament. Top 3. Noskova hits more double faults than Raducanu. That's why I put Raducanu ahead. But Noskova's number 2 at 2 or 3 for sure. But Raducanu's still the best server in the world. All right, back to Muchova. 4-1. It's only one break, but Still one break. Backhand to backhand rally. Drop volley's good by Muchova, but then the lob goes up by Noskova, and then Muchova volleys it away. There we go. That's how she was playing against Coco. Coming to the net, put the pressure on. Works well. 15 love. What am I drinking out of the plastic bottle? I'm drinking tea. This is tea. It keeps me going keeps my voice going. Keeps me hydrated. 15 love. As a return goes a slice of Muchova, forehand from Noskova. Again to the forehand of Muchova as Muchova overhits it 15-0. Who is the other player of the three? I mean, you could put Zheng in there. You could argue Sabalenka is in there. Yeah. I think Zheng and Sabalenka are sort of in that conversation. 15-0. As the backhand slice goes into the forehand of Muchova. Muchova puts that away. 30-15. Marina Sharapova in the house. Now 30-15. As the return goes into the forehand of Muchova. Forehand now from Noskova into the backhand of Muchova. Noskova backhand again as Muchova goes into the forehand of Noskova. Noskova overhits it 40-15. 40-15. Muchova to keep the pressure on. All right, 40-15. There's a slice return. Goes in the forehand of Muchova. Hits a drop shot winner. Beautiful shot. So smart. All right. Muchova holds. But Noskova has the break. 4-2. 20 minutes into this final. Okay. Back to Noskova. Serve out wide is a let. Serve again. And then an ace out wide. Whew. Great serve. 15 love. And Noskova serves again. A fault, second serve. There's been a double fault, 15-0. By the way, chat, some of you might not know this, but Linda Noskova is a junior Grand Slam champion at Roland Garros. In 2021, she won the French Open Juniors as an unseeded player. She beat Schneider in the semifinals and then took out Erika Andreeva, Mirra's sister, in the final to win her junior Grand Slam. And I think she also became number one in the juniors as well, did Noskova. Because I remember, as with a backhand rally, and that goes out by Muchova, 30-15. I remember we watched Noskova play Venus and Serena back in 2022 US Open. And Noskova was like the youngest player by a mile, 17-year-old at the time. And we're talking about it back then about how she just won the French Open Juniors the year before, and she was one of the best juniors in the world. And, and then obviously, 23, she took out Swiatek at the Australian Open, and everyone kind of paid attention then. But she hasn't really been, she's been around for, 3-4 years, but she's only 21. So she's still super new to the tour, right? It's like Andreeva. She's been around forever, but she's also 20 or 19, right? So it's like 4-15. But yeah, very good junior player. And there's a bit of serve. Ace down the tee and a great serve. All right. 5-2. Noskova leads. Let me have a look. I'm pretty sure. She's number 1 junior. Maybe I'm getting confused. Oh no, she wasn't number 1. She was top it's number 5. Top 5. Not number 1. I got a little bit I don't know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of someone else maybe. But yeah. Like I said, did play juniors against players like Schneider. She lost to Eala at the French Open quarterfinals of Roland Garros in 2020. Any other names that I can see? She played Sierra in one of the tournaments, in the Fed Cup actually, back in 2019, Junior Fed Cup. Any other familiar names? Not really. But yeah. So she'll join that list if she wins this slam as one of the junior champions. Come good in the main tour as well. There's a few of those. I mean, Swiatek's on that list, right? Raducanu, I think, won a junior Grand Slam. I can't remember which one, but I think she did. That goes out by Muchova. Did Raducanu win a junior Grand Slam or just make that up? Oh, she didn't win one. She's number 3 in the world, but she never won a Grand Slam junior title. Okay. But Swiatek did. All right, love 15. A little fault from Muchova. Second serve. Second serve. To the back end, Noskova. Great return winner. 30 love. Beautiful shot from Noskova. 30 love. Love 30, sorry. As that goes into the net on the serve. Second serve. Second serve. The backhand of Noskova. Muchova forehand to the forehand of Noskova. As Muchova again with the forehand to the forehand of Noskova. Muchova just defending as Noskova backhand. Again, the forehand of Muchova. Muchova in the net. Love 40. We got set points. 3 of them for Noskova to take the first set here in the Wimbledon final. Only 30 minutes is gone as well. It's been quick. It has been a quick final. Love 40. Good serve out wide. Return goes long. One save. 15-40. $15-40. And Muchova serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand, Noskova. Great return, but oh no! Just missed. 30-40. I tell you, Muchova was ready to walk away. She's like, yeah, you got it. Just went long. 30-40. Still set point for Noskova for the first set. By the way, don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. Have YouTube featuring us? Has anybody found out? Are we featured on YouTube as that goes wide by Noskova on the return? Are we getting featured again? As the players a place to be right now? What's up? Deuce. Love 40. Seven to the forehand of Noskova. Great return. Winner by Noskova. Okay. Advantage Noskova. Set point number 4. Set point number 4. As Muchova serves. An ace down the tee. Great serve. Back to deuce. 4 set points saved. Back to deuce. As with a fault, second serve. Serve to the forehand, Noskova. Forehand from Muchova up the line. Noskova backhand cross. As they go backhand to backhand. Muchova, ends up hitting in the net. Advantage Noskova again. I thought you were wearing grills. Nope. Advantage Noskova. Fifth set point to take the first set. As we serve. Down to the forehand, Noskova. Return goes in. Muchova drop shot. No, it's a slice. And then a volley. But then Noskova puts up a lob. Muchova's going to run back. But she can't get it. Too good. Noskova takes the first set of the Wimbledon final. 6-2. Just too good. Too solid. First set goes to Noskova in just over 30 minutes. All right. 6-2. And she's going to serve first in the second. 7 winners, 10 errors by Muchova. 8 winners, 7 errors by Noskova. 3 aces each. 2 double faults from Noskova. That was when Muchova had got to deuce on the only game that she had a chance at. 92% of first serve points won by Noskova. She's only getting 60% of first serves in, but that is a lot. She is winning a lot of points on first serve. It's very hard to break. Muchova's only won 2 out of 5 points at the net, including that last point which she got lobbed. So yeah, Noskova is in big control of this match. All right, chat, where are we watching from? I haven't asked that yet. Where are we watching from? We've got almost 5,000 people in the house. Where are we watching from? Where are we watching from? Oh, by the way, I went to the thrift store today, chat, and I found a VHS of The Simpsons. It works. I put it in my VCR, and it works. It's got 4 episodes on it. All right, we got Florida, Seattle, Portland, Chicago, New Jersey, Manila, Poland, Cincinnati, France, South Carolina, Toronto, Washington, Chennai, Tunisia, New York, Mexico, England, Malaysia, Germany, Maine, Mississippi, California, Indonesia, we've got Long Island, Dominican Republic, Canada, Connecticut, Birmingham, Japan. We've got Zimbabwe, Seoul, Canberra. What's a VCR? Good one. San Francisco, Sweden, Barbados, Manila, Panama, We've got Kenya. We've got India, Bangalore, New York City, Switzerland, Thailand, Rome, South Africa, Sierra Leone, Hawaii, New Jersey, Papua New Guinea, Palm Beach, Russia, Australia, Italy. Kvitova's in the house. All the Czech players are seemingly there. A lot of them. Kodes is there as well, and he won Wimbledon as well. And he's Czech. All right, Botswana in the house, Kentucky. Ooh. Do I still have a VCR? No, I found a VCR DVD recorder for $15 at the thrift store. And picked it up, and it works perfectly. It was an absolute... And apparently it's... Buying one of those, if I was going to buy one, would be very expensive. So I'm glad that I found one for $15. Amsterdam. We've got Montreal in the house. Cam looks like a Simpsons character. Get all the insults out now, because I'm not going to be here for 2 weeks. You're going to be real bored. You have to insult people in public, and they'll fight back. Like, they might slap you. So, get all the insults out now. Go on. Make all your jokes. Because over the next 2 weeks, you're going to start saying it to people in real life, and then they'll just go, get you back. All right. Noskova serving the second set. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if Muchova can try and get into the game here. She hasn't been able to fight on the serve here. Now we got a fault from Noskova, second serve. As the backhand return goes to forehand from Noskova. And winner up the line from Noskova. 15-love. Is there a remote wired to the machine? No. You do know they made VCRs in like 2000. In 2000s. It's not a VCR from like 1950. Or whenever. Like they made like the start of the millennium. They made VCRs that were, you know. As the return goes out by Muchova. 30-love. By the way, Chad, don't come in here and think like, oh, what's a VCR and make me sound old. Don't you do that. Don't play dumb. I don't know what a VCR is. That sounds like some ancient technology. Don't act like you don't know. Don't act dumb. And then make me feel like I'm 100 million years old. 40-love. You know what one is. You just want to play stupid. It's like, oh, what's a record player? We all know what they are. What's a VCR? Okay, whatever. First has a fault. Second serve. As the return goes out by Muchova, and Noskova on serve is just unbreakable. 1-love. 1-love. I have 2 VCR DVD combos. Yeah, that's what I got too. It's awesome. I also saw a Blu-ray player at the thrift today, but I didn't get it because I already have a Blu-ray player. But maybe I'll get it. I'll go on Monday and I'll get it. Maybe I'll get one. I was born in 1981. Yeah, so don't play dumb. Don't pretend like, oh, I don't know what that is. Don't pretend. You know exactly what that is. All right. Pressure's on Muchova big time. Serving second against somebody who's unbreakable. Let's see if she can... at least hold serve, but she hits it in the net. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Chat, we're almost at 700 likes. And we're almost at 312k as well. So thank you for that. Don't forget to sub. As the backhand goes into the ground from Muchova. Love 30. I log on. You're talking about electronics. Bye. All right, love 30. Love 30. As Muchova serves again. Good serve out wide. Return goes in. Oh, no, it doesn't. It just missed by Noskova. All right, 15-30. And that's definitely got to be Muchova's parents. Looking nervous. Yeah, that's definitely her dad. That's got to be her dad. I forgot to subscribe. That's all right. Thank you for subscribing. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Muchova. Noskova forehand in the net. All right, 30-all. Big game here for Muchova to just try and slow things down a little bit. She hasn't won a game for a while. It's been a bit of an avalanche from Noskova. Muchova serves. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. The backhand of Noskova. Return forehand of Muchova. Noskova forehand to the backhand of Muchova. Into the backhand of Noskova. Oh, Noskova hits it long. And Muchova goes to 40-30. 40-30. So much pressure on Muchova at the start of this second set. Nice. Serve again. And the return goes out. And there it is. Muchova holds. 1-1. Big game for her to hold. Now she needs to somehow figure out how to put some pressure on return because Noskova's serve has not been troubled at all. She was deuced once. 1-1. Serving to the forehand of Muchova. Noskova smacks it up the line. Slice goes in, but big hit from, big smash from Noskova at the net. She's just clubbing the ball. 15 love. Jeez, she can't break it. 15 love. There's a bit of fault. So Muchova's got to take advantage of the second serves when possible because on first serves, Noskova's not losing points. Second serve. Into the forehand of Muchova. Return goes into the forehand of Noskova. Muchova in the rally. Noskova backhand to the forehand of Muchova. As Noskova gets up the forehand of the line. Oh, it goes long. Ooh, Muchova got lucky. Noskova overhit it. 15-0. I'll tell you, we haven't said this yet because this match has gone pretty quick. Noskova's 21 years old, never been in a slam final. You couldn't tell. Like, she's like so calm. No nerves. She is so relaxed. Well, she looks relaxed. She's probably not inside, but like Noskova looks so like she's like, yeah, I've done this before. I've been here and done that. Like, have you? At the junior level, yeah. All right, forehand goes up into the sky. Muchova on the attack. Hits a forehand winner. Okay. 15-30. Muchova's starting to get into it now. Couple of missed first serves. 15-30. But she just looks so chill. At the moment. 45 minutes into this match. Serve. Another fault. Okay. Another missed serve. That's 3 in the game. Second serve. Into the backhand of Muchova. Return goes deep into the backhand. Noskova in the net. This is great from Muchova. 15-40. First break points of the day for Muchova. And it's been 3 missed first serves from Noskova, which Muchova's taken advantage of. Why is there a cage around your couch? So my dog doesn't jump on it. Good first serve. Return goes in. And then Noskova puts it away. All right. First serve goes in. Noskova wins a point. First serve goes out. Muchova has a chance. All right. 30-40. Muchova needs the first serve to miss. Cam jinxed it. I didn't jinx nothing. 30-40. Serve is a let. Serve again. Into the forehand of Muchova. Muchova hits it out. Deuce. Get the deuce. Noskova or Raducanu would be a great poker game. Be a great match. Have they played? I'm sure they played. They might play at the WTA finals at the end of the year. Yeah, they played a few times. They played in Wuhan. Yeah, they played a few times. Raducanu has won all the matches so far. There's a forehand out of the backhand of Muchova. Backhand out from Noskova up the line in the nets. Advantage Muchova again. Another break point. To get the breakthrough in the second. No one's interested in this match. Why are you here? You're here, though. You made it. But you aren't interested. You're just pretending to be cool. Just admit it. You're here for this match. You love it. You love this match. It's your favorite match. Just admit it. You love it. Second serve. Into the backhand of Muchova. Return. The backhand of Noskova. Muchova. Backhand cross court. Noskova gets it with a slice. Muchova on the attack. Hits it out. That was a bad missed opportunity. That was Muchova's hopefully not her only chance, but that was definitely a missed opportunity. All right, deuce. Three break points Muchova's had in this game. For the first time in the match, she's had break points. There's a default second serve. Come on, chat. We're almost at 1,000 likes. We can get there. Don't forget to like the video. Like the stream. Get us featured on YouTube front page again. Backhand return. Oh, goes out by Muchova. Advantage Noskova to stay in front. God, that missed opportunity when she was in the rally and she overhits the forehand. That's been her best chance yet to take the break. Noskova's been serving so well, it's not like she's going to get many of those chances. Serve. Down the tee, the forehand of Muchova. Return goes into the forehand of Noskova. Muchova. Passing shot. Goes wide. 2-1. Noskova stays in front. Keeps the break. By the way, will Noskova be the first player to win a Grand Slam with a nose ring? Is that a thing? Does anyone know the answer to that? Is she going to be the first player with a nose ring to win a Grand Slam? At Wimbledon, Are they going to tell her to take it out? I'm surprised they're letting her play. You're allowed to wear nose rings? Apparently. She must be, right? I can't think of another one. Has anybody else had a nose, like a stud or anything like that? I can't remember. I hope this goes 3. Same. Yeah, that was a missed opportunity. She had 3 break points. 2 of them were saved by big serves, so that's, that is what it is. But that one where she had the rally and she was winning with, she was getting on top of the rally and then she hits the forehand long for no reason. I mean, that was disappointing. That was a missed opportunity for sure. They might not let her in the clubhouse with the ring on. All right, back to Muchova. Keys. Oh, yeah, Keys has a nose piercing. Exactly, that's true. You're right. Keys has a nose piercing as well, doesn't she? All right. Muchova to serve. Why is Sharapova in the royal box? I don't know, because she's a Hall of Famer, 5-time Grand Slam champion, Wimbledon champion. One of the legends of our sport. Why wouldn't she be? What a question. 15 love. As a backhand return goes to the net, 30 love. Nice serve from Muchova. As with a serve and volley, but the no volley net required. 40 love. Great serving from Muchova so far. 40 love. Is Roger there? No. Roger is not there. 40 love. Serving the forehand Noskova. Muchova forehand winner. Nice. That was the best game she's had on serve for a long time. 2-2. Back on to the Noskova serve. Can Muchova get into it again? Put some pressure on again. 2-0. Will you watch the Norway-England game today? I will, yeah. It's in like 5 hours, though. Hopefully this final goes for another 2 hours so I can at least... But I will be watching England versus Norway. All right, backhand return goes into the backhand of Noskova. Up the line's a winner, though. Too good. Even when you get a second serve against Noskova, she's still so good in the rallies that you got to make it count. Like, you got to hit a good return. And make Noskova move off that second serve. But when she hits a body serve like that, like, good luck. All right, nice serve. Return goes in the backhand of Noskova. Slice from Muchova as Noskova drop shot in the net. That was a bad shot. 15-0. 15-0. As the return goes short, Noskova comes to net. Muchova pass. Noskova, great volley. Muchova gets it with a lob. But Noskova's on the net, puts it away. 30-15. Great rally. Great rally by both. Why are the Czech men not as strong as the ladies? I mean, they're getting there. You got Lehechka, Mahach, Menchik, right? As a return goes into the back, and Noskova hits a winner up the line. Beautiful shot, 40-15. 40-15. Great backhand winner. 40-15. Noskova serves again. A fault. Second serve. Muchova runs around the backhand, and then Noskova hits a drop shot. Muchova comes to the net with a slice. Up goes a lob by Noskova. Muchova's going to get there with a forehand. As we had a slice cross-court winner by Noskova. Jeez, she just toyed with Muchova in that rally. 3-2. Just toying with her. Yeah, Burdick was Czech. Yeah, true. He was Czech. All right. 3-2. 3-2. Yeah, it is an interesting, like, and we talked about this during the week, how, I watched a video about the US men's soccer team, football team, and how the women's team's doing better because of the funding, right? There's a lot of funding in women's sports in America and in other countries. I don't know what the what are the sports? What are the options for kids in the Czech Republic? Like, is it boys play football? You know, girls play tennis, or is tennis like the most popular sport amongst Czech females? Is that a thing, or is it there less competition for other sports, or is on the boys' side, you know, is tennis not as popular for boys to play? Is it, you know, football or other sports? I don't know. There must be a reason. There must be some sort of reason. But it's no different than look at the US, right? Same thing. You know, US ladies are doing great. The men's side, they're okay. They're doing well, but they're not, you know, not as successful as Gauff and Keys and Pegula and Anisimova and all the players coming through. So yeah, maybe it's just funding as well. Maybe there's an investment in you know, obviously Czech tennis, right? Because they've got at this point they've got a great history, and they're all doing really well now. So it's probably inspiring a lot of kids to pick up rackets, right? So I don't know. Maybe if someone from Czechia is in the chat can give us some insights, that could help. The boys play ice hockey. Okay, that's interesting. That's actually, they are pretty good. Czechia is pretty good at ice hockey too. That makes sense. 15-0. As Noskova shanks it long. The Navratilova Foundation, is that in Czechia as well? Is that a thing in Czechia that I don't know? I don't have any idea about it. I mean, that's definitely, you know, Martina Navratilova is the reason why Czechia is so good at tennis, right? I mean, her and Lendl, right, were the original, you know, that's what started them as a tennis nation. As that goes into the net by Muchova, and it's 15-30. Danger now. Dangerous times now. 15-30. 15-30. Muchova needs serves here. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. There's the backhand return. Goes in the front of Muchova. Oh, Muchova overhits it. She had the winner as well up the line. But she hits it long. And it's break points for Noskova. 15-40. Noskova get the break. And the way she's been serving, unless she gets nervous, good luck. Good luck trying to break her back. Serve. Into the back of Noskova. Forehand from Muchova. Goes in the net. There's the break. There's the break. All right, 4-2. And this is turning out to be a pretty straightforward final. Which is impressive from Noskova. I mean, super impressive. Four-2. I think Muchova's going to have to break back right now. Also credit to Pliskova and Kvitova, yeah. But also Mandlikova, Novotna. Novotna was a massive reason why Czech tennis back in the 90s and early 2000s. A lot of players from Czechia, I think Krejcikova was coached by Novotna, right? And she recently passed away, which is sad. But she's a big reason too, right? She won Wimbledon. She made 3 finals back in the 90s. You know, carrying the legacy of Martina. Mandlikova, same thing. She actually played for Australia at the end of her career, but she played for Czechia as well, or Czechoslovakia, I think it was still back then. So there's a lot of, you know, it's not just like Martina and then all of a sudden it was Kvitova. There was a lot of people in the middle there that kept it going. 15 love. As with a fault second serve. Muchova's got to win every second serve point. Second serve. Into the forehand Muchova. Return goes in the forehand Noskova. Muchova forehand again to the forehand Noskova. Muchova forehand again into the forehand Noskova. Up the line to the back of Muchova. Sliced. To the forehand Noskova. Muchova gets it back as Noskova just smacks a forehand winner. Noskova's forehand is so underrated. It is such a simple action, but man, it's got punch. Like, that is such a punchy forehand. And she doesn't miss, like, just rips it. Like, it's just like, take it back, and just, like, punches it through. Great serve out wide. The return goes short. Noskova slices it away. 40 love. God, Noskova's a beast. This is scary. Like, if you're everybody else, this is scary. She's winning a slam like she's done it before. That's what's so scary, too. She doesn't look bothered. She's just like, okay. Ace out the tee just to get that. Okay, 5-2. Like, she is crushing this final. And now Muchova's going to serve to stay in the match. Chat, 5-set finals. 5-set finals. I say it every time. And this is why. 5-set finals. It's only been an hour. Come on now. You're going to bring out Princess Kate for an hour? Come on. 5-set finals. For the ladies. For the entertainment value. Some people here spent thousands of dollars to be here. And they get an hour of entertainment. Muchova's got her head down. She is not. I mean, she's only had one chance, really, right? One game where Noskova made a couple errors. She had a couple of break points. There was that one, literally that one opportunity, right? There was 3 break points, but that one real good chance where she was rallying to get the break to go to 2-1, and that wouldn't have even considered. You know, she wouldn't even. I mean, that was just to get in front. And now all the pressure's on Muchova just to stay alive in this final. 5 sets, it would have been 2-2-2. Yeah, but at least we get an extra set. At least we get another 30 minutes, right? If this does end now. At least with a 5-set final, we get 3 sets minimum. Chad, if we have more of these finals, they're going to do it. They're going to bring it in. And they should, because I want a 5-set final. I don't want a best of 5 final. I want a 5-setter. I think that'd be awesome. Anyways, Muchova, love 15. Chat, we're 19 away from 312. So make sure you sub if you haven't already. And we're also almost at 1,000 likes. Come on, we can get to 1,000 likes. It's a Grand Slam final. Come on. 1,000 likes, right there. As the return goes in the backhand of Muchova. Backhand of Noskova. Into the forehand of Muchova. Muchova hits it long. 15-0. 15-0. And Muchova serves again. Into the backhand, Noskova. Return the forehand, Muchova. Into the Noskova backhand. As Muchova backhand goes into the forehand, Noskova. Again, the backhand, Muchova. Cross court, that's a good angle. Slice goes in from Noskova. Muchova hits a drop shot. Noskova gets it back. Muchova pass, too good. That's the Muchova we like to see. 30-15. She hasn't had enough chances to sort of play her game because she's just being bullied from the baseline from Noskova. But there she was able to, slice and then, get Noskova moving around, make her work. Beautiful forehand, too. All right, 30-15. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand. Noskova crushes it back to the forehand of Muchova. Noskova forehand again. Muchova just defending. Hits it long. 30-0. Jeez, Muchova's under so much pressure. Yep, 2 points away. Don't steal my line. That's what I'm saying. 30-0. Muchova serves. A fault. Second serve. Into the forehand, Noskova. Good return to the forehand, Muchova. Noskova backhand. In the net. Whoa, Muchova gets lucky. 40-30. 40-30. To just make Noskova earn this trophy. Serve. Into the back of Noskova. Forehand of Muchova up the line. At the back of Noskova. Muchova gets her backhand in the net. Deuce. All right, we get the deuce. Got to give it credit to Cam. He predicted Muchova's issues in this one at the match preview. Look, to be fair, I didn't think it would be this easy for Noskova. But I did think that Noskova would have less to lose and play more freely. And she's playing the way... I mean, Noskova looks ridiculously calm. Muchova's not panicking. Like, she's not freaking out. It's just that she's got a lot more pressure on her from Noskova. Second serve. Into the forehand of Noskova. Forehand of Muchova goes in the net. We've got a championship point for Linda Noskova to take home the Wimbledon title. Man, she has been clinical. She's crushed it on the serve. And she's just nailed returns and just put Muchova under so much pressure from the start of every point. Match point, championship point to Noskova, 21-year-old. To take her first slam. Muchova serves. To the backhand of Noskova, slice return. Goes into the forehand of Muchova. As Noskova forehand up the line. Muchova's there with the backhand cross. As the backhand goes in the net by Noskova. And Muchova survives. Deuce. All right. Survives for now. Come on, Muchova, make her serve for it. At least make her serve for it. All right, Muchova serves. A fault. That's not going to help. Second serve. As a return. Goes into the forehand. Muchova in the net. Championship point number 2 for Noskova to take home her first Grand Slam. Muchova serves. Muchova serves. Oh, fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Noskova. Return goes long. By the way, Muchova's second serve hit the service line. That was very deep. And we get back to deuce. I think a lot of people were thinking that was a double fault. It was very close. Just went in. All right, back to Muchova. Deuce again. Good serve. Oh, great serve. Big swinging serve out wide. All right, advantage Muchova. Big swinging serve. To make Noskova serve for the match. All right, serve. Here's another fault. Second serve. Into the back end of Noskova. Return goes to front of Muchova. Muchova shanks it long. Back to deuce. Gosh, you just can't find that first serve. Get no easy points on serve. Deuce. 2 championship points. Serve again from Muchova. There's a let. Muchova serves again. There's a fault. Jeez, that was close. Second serve. Second serve. Out wide of the forehand of Noskova. Great return. Muchova gets it back. Noskova puts up a lob. It's high. Very high. It lands in. Bounce smash. Muchova straight to Noskova. Muchova with a volley. Now Noskova's got a forehand. Muchova volleys it away, but it's long. Championship point number 3. Just didn't do enough with the smash, Muchova. It was a tough, to be fair, it was a tough smash. Championship point number 3. To take home her first Grand Slam, Noskova. As one of that young generation, you know, same generation as Coco, Andreeva. A lot of that younger generation are getting slams now. Muchova serves. There's a fault. Second serve. Serve to the back end of Noskova. Return the forehand of Muchova. Noskova. Cross-court forehand. Muchova goes up the line. Into the back end of Noskova. Muchova. Forehand again. Into the forehand of Noskova. Now to the back end of Muchova. Noskova. Hits it off the tape. It goes in. Muchova drop shot winner. That is smart. That was a smart shot by Muchova. Risky shot, but it worked. Oh, deuce. Jeez. I'll tell you though, like, even Noskova's got a bit of a smile. She's just like, yeah, that was a good shot. You got me. You got me. When it hit the tape, I thought, oh no, it's going to dribble over and it's going to be done. Muchova did well to adjust. All right, deuce. Muchova needs first serves. She's had 3 championship points. All right, serve again. That's a fault. Man, no first serves. What did he say? What did the man say? What did the man say? Second serve. Into the back of Noskova. Return goes into the forehand of Muchova. Noskova. Forehand in the nets. All right, Muchova's got the advantage. Advantage Muchova to keep this match alive. By the way, chat, we're so close to 3-12 with 4 away. Don't forget to sub. We've got men's final tomorrow. Sinner versus Zverev. A match that we have seen a lot of. I think it's like round 5 this year that they're playing. It's crazy. It must be the most common match of the year, right? It's the most matchup of the year, right? We haven't seen anyone else play more than them. Hopefully it's more entertaining than the last time. As with a backhand return from Noskova. Muchova up the line. Good shot. Noskova's there with a slice. Muchova forehand up the line as Noskova backhand. Goes wide. Muchova holds. But now it's Noskova serving for her championship. And the crowd appreciate the effort to keep this match going. But now it's the unbreakable Noskova. Can Muchova do the impossible? She did come back against Sabalenka in a semi-final of Roland Garros from the dead. But it was in the third set when she saved match points to get through and make the final. This is a little different. Let's see if Noskova's nerves are still intact. She hasn't looked nervous all day. But this is going to be the most nervous she's going to be feeling inside. By the way, Halep's in the Royal Box as well. All right. You're saying both names wrong? I know. As a return, goes into the forehand Noskova. Noskova puts that away. 15-love. First serves in. Noskova wins a point. That's just the story of the day. That's just how things are. By the way, we got to 3-12. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And thank you, everybody, for subscribing. Men's final tomorrow. We're going to stick around after this women's final and talk all things going forward. What's next? What this means? Everything. Muchova hits it out. 30-love. We're going to listen to the speeches. We're going to talk all things. We can talk about tomorrow as well. What's happening with the men's final. All right. 30-love. Noskova serves again. Into the forehand of Muchova. Return goes into the back of Noskova. As Muchova forehand cross court. Noskova's got it with the forehand up the line in the nets. I'll tell you, Muchova stood a little bit closer to the baseline that time to pressure the first serve, and it worked. She just pulled it off, but it worked. 30-15. Number 3 championship points already for Noskova. Against the Muchova serve. All right, serve again. Muchova needs to get a second serve here. And she does. Second serve coming up. Noskova missed it. Second serve for Muchova to maybe get on the front foot. 30-15. Second serve Noskova. Into the back of Muchova. Good return. The back of Noskova. Goes up the line and lands in. Muchova slices it back. Noskova up the line. Forehand goes wide. Okay. Muchova's in this. And now the nerves will be mounting. She doesn't look nervous, though, Noskova. She doesn't look bothered. 30-all. Is there one last effort from Muchova? She needs a second serve to look at, though. First serve from Noskova. Oh, it's a fault. She went for the big ace down the tee, missed. Second serve. Serve into the back end of Muchova. Good return. Noskova gets it back. Muchova slice. Into the forehand of Noskova, who slices it back. Muchova doesn't want to go to the net. Forehand again as Noskova slices again. Into the forehand of Muchova, who hits a winner! That is a great play! And it's break point for Muchova. Great play. She went for it too. I love that. She wasn't playing safe. What a forehand. All right. Break point. She hasn't had many. 30-40. Serve. Oh, what a serve. Return goes in, though. And then Muchova guesses right, but nearly gets nailed by the ball. Too hard hitting from Noskova. She nails the drive volley. And we get back to deuce. I tell you, Muchova did well to get the return back, but Noskova's, she's so capable at the net. And then Muchova tried to do behind the back shot. Imagine that. That's how you break for the first time. That'd be crazy. Deuce. Serve again. Into the forehand of Muchova. Return goes in the backhand of Noskova. It goes in. Muchova backhand winner up the line. I'll tell you, Noskova hit a 96-mile-an-hour out wide. It wasn't good enough. It was kind of a bit safe. I think Noskova knows in her head, I got to get the first serve in. But that was a safe serve. She was hitting massive serves. And Muchova knew that was coming. She's like, that was a second serve for a first serve. That was not good enough. Break point again. Serving to the forehand, Muchova. Return goes in the forehand, Noskova. Noskova puts that away. That was a 114-mile-an-hour serve. Much, much better from Noskova. All right, deuce. To the guy that says, why am I preferencing Muchova? I want a 3-setter, but I also picked Noskova to win, so... so I want a 3-setter, but Noskova will win the third set. All right? Is that okay? Can we have a 3-setter, please? Is that okay with you? Please? First serve's a fault. Second serve. Another little chance for Muchova here. Second serve goes out wide of the forehand of Muchova. Noskova up the line. Muchova's going to get it with a slice, but it's in the net. And Noskova gets the championship point on her serve. Her 4th championship point. I'll tell you, it would be fitting if she finished with an ace. If she finishes with a serve, because that's been the thing of today. It's been her serve. The weapon of the day. Championship point for Noskova. Number 4. Noskova serves. Down the tee, a fault. Second serve. Nope. She threw it up and went, no. Second serve. Serve goes double fault. Wow. That is the first time we've seen Noskova nervous. And her parents are in the house. I'm guessing that's these two random people that we haven't seen all week. Must be her parents because they keep showing them. Double fault on championship, but that is as nervous as we've seen Noskova all day. Backhand Muchova up the line. What a return winner. Now Noskova's throwing her hands up. She's not happy. Advantage Muchova. That was a decent first serve, and Muchova read it perfectly. Advantage Muchova to get back on serve. 4 championship points. Muchova is saved. Noskova serves. An ace. Muchova thought it was going out wide. She sort of took a step to the right, or to the left. And Noskova aced her down the tee. Deuce. She tricked her. Serve again from Noskova. Into the backhand of Muchova. Return goes into the forehand of Noskova. Muchova on the stretch. Again to the forehand of Noskova. Noskova misses wide. I'll tell you, there are nerves. Very serious nerves from Noskova. Muchova's got another break point. To get back on serve. Still not over, though, because Muchova's still got to hold after this if she does break. She's still not back. Not level yet. Serve. Ace out wide. So that's... that's... she aces her down the tee when she thought it was going out wide, and then she aces her out wide when she thought it was going down the tee. That's what Noskova's doing. She's just toying with Muchova on the break points. She needs that ace on match point. She serves out wide, the forehand of Muchova. Good return, the forehand of Noskova. Noskova misses again. Muchova's got another break point. Noskova's just, when she serves, she's just standing there and not moving. They're decent returns, though, from Muchova, but yeah, Noskova's sort of, her legs are just sort of stuck. 7 break points, Muchova, in this match. 5 in this game, or 4 in this game. All right, break point again. Noskova serves. Is she going to do another ace? What are we doing? Where's she going to serve, though? She's going to go down the tee? She's going to go out wide. Serve. Out wide ace. It's impressive. Muchova guessed the tee, but she's like, no, I'm going out wide again. 3 break points have been saved by aces. I mean, that is crazy. She's 21. Never been in a Grand Slam final. Serve. A fault, second serve. I tell you, I know Raducanu is the best server in the world, but Noskova is showing us why she's the second best. Serve to the forehand of Muchova, return. Into the forehand of Noskova. Muchova. Forehand winner. Again, Noskova just shanking on the rallies. And it's advantage Muchova again. To get back the break. What a game. All right, advantage Muchova. Noskova serves. Out wide on Muchova, cheated. She went to the middle again. She took 2 steps to the right, and Noskova went out wide, and Muchova couldn't get there. If she just stayed where she was, she would have got it back. Great serve again. Not an ace, but close enough. Unreturnable. Deuce. Noskova serves. She had 4 championship points. She serves another fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand. Double fault! Wow, another double fault. Remember, she double faulted on championship point as well. So she's hit, what, 4 aces in the game, 2 double faults? 10-minute service game. This is by far the worst game from Noskova on serve. Last 2 games, I think, have lasted 20 minutes total. Last game was about 8 minutes. This is nearly 11 minutes. I mean, it's been a marathon 2 games. Second serve. Into the backhand of Muchova. Return goes into the backhand of Noskova. Muchova up the line. Noskova gets it back, but it's out. Muchova breaks back. All right. The show goes on. The show goes on. 4 championship points saved. Noskova's got her blocking her ears. She doesn't want to hear what's going on. She doesn't want to hear this crowd. They're not cheering against you. They're cheering for Muchova because they want more time on court. But man, what a game. The last 2 games. But it's still not over because Muchova has to hold. Muchova has to hold. Muchova has got to hold this game. And that's been the hard part. And Noskova should know that. You know, she can put pressure on Muchova, and Muchova might get a little nervous. She's not back. She's just on serve. All right. This is more like it. This is the drama that we wanted in a Grand Slam final. At least we're getting a great finale if this is the last couple of games. And Princess Kate with a little shake of the fist. She's like, yes, more tennis. Yeah, Noskova just blocking her ears as she walks to the change of ends. She don't want to hear it. She is in her head for the first time. She's been so cool in the entire match up until that game. And look, maybe it's having those set match points before in that last game of Muchova as well. Maybe that added to the pressure of like, well, I've had 3 chances, I couldn't take them. Now I've got to serve, which is way harder than breaking, right? It's hard. It's better to break for the match than serve for the match, right? Maybe it's a little less pressure. All right, but Muchova's still got all the pressure on here because she's still losing on the scoreboard. She's still down. Last service game went 9 minutes. As Noskova returns, a winner. Ooh, that's clean. Love 15. Also, Noskova looks super sunburnt. Her shoulders are red. She is redder than the princess's dress. Love 15. And as somebody who gets sunburnt by just thinking of the sun and going outside in the dark when the moon's out, I sympathize. It hurts. I'm burnt. I'm hurt looking at it. All right, second serve. Second serve, the back of the Noskova return goes off the tape. Slice from Muchova up the line. Noskova, drop shot. Muchova's going to get it and hit a slice winner. Noskova just didn't know what to do after the drop shot. She just kind of stood in the middle of the court and like, didn't know where to go. 15-0. 15-all. It wasn't a great drop shot from Noskova, but it was a worse response after the drop shot. She just like, do I go to the net? Do I hope for the best? Do I wait for you to miss? Muchova's not missing at the moment. 15-0. Serving the forehand. Noskova, return winner again. I tell you, Muchova's got to get away from that forehand. That forehand is deadly. 15-30. What a return. She's done it twice in this game. Just one step and just slaps it up the line. Great shot. All right, serve again. Muchova. Great serve out wide. 30-0. 30-0. 30-all. Muchova serves again. She has hung on in this set. As a return goes into the forehand of Muchova, up the line of the backhand of Noskova. Muchova, forehand cross court. Noskova gets it with a forehand. Hits the baseline, and that goes wide by Muchova. And we got a fifth championship point for Linda Noskova. It's a great forehand. Great depth. All right. Championship on number 5. Muchova serves. Don't serve to the forehand. She serves. Serve to the backhand of Noskova. Slice return to the forehand of Muchova. Muchova puts it away. What a shot. Just rips it up the line. And we're back at deuce. Chat, she heard me. I said, don't serve to the forehand. She said to the backhand. It worked. Chat, I'm a genius. Chat, I'm a genius. Deuce. Chat, I told her so. That she did what I said. It worked. Oh, chat, maybe I should be a tennis coach in real life. Maybe I should be a tennis coach. Maybe that's what I'll do next after this YouTube channel. All right, deuce. Don't do it. Don't hit the forehand. Serve. Oh, she went down the tee of the backhand. It was a fault. Second serve. Don't say curse. There's no curse. I predicted that. That was a prediction. That wasn't a curse. What do you mean curse? Anyways, return goes out by Noskova, and Muchova gets to advantage to level the second. All right. Serve. There's a fault. 5 championship points have been saved. Second serve. As a return, goes up the line to the forehand of Muchova. Forehand from Noskova. Again to the forehand of Muchova. Noskova. Forehand goes into the backhand of Muchova. Noskova backhand into the Muchova forehand. And Muchova hits it wide. It was a very nervous point by both. No one wanted to hit the ball. They were both hitting it down the middle, just like... And it's deuce. They were both very, very nervy on that point. Very safe. Deuce. Serve again from Muchova. She saved 5 championship points. Serve down to the backhand of Noskova. Return goes deep into the forehand of Muchova. Noskova forehand again. To the forehand of Muchova. Noskova backhand goes in the net. And Muchova gets to advantage. It's not rocket science. She just goes to the backhand. Go to the backhand. Avoid the forehand. It's working. Advantage Muchova. to level this set. If you're just joining us, the last 3 games have taken about 30 minutes or 25 minutes. It's been crazy. 5 championship points have been saved. As Noskova returns into the forehand of Muchova. Noskova backhand. Into the forehand of Muchova as Noskova backhand again. To the Muchova backhand. As Noskova backhand goes wide and Muchova holds. Wow. 5-5. This is the final that we wanted. And the crowd are getting into it too. Finally, they're like, yes. Yes. I spent so much money to be here. Yes. All right, 5 games all. Last 3 games have been a marathon. 5 championship points saved from Muchova. And it's 5 all. Noskova's got to regroup. And pretend like those match points didn't happen. Just selective memory. Don't forget, just forget about all that. Just be like, oh, it's been 5 all the whole time. Just got to lie to yourself, you know. As the return goes the backhand of Noskova. Slice from Muchova. Into the forehand of Noskova. Muchova, forehand up the line. Goes long. 15 love. 15 love. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. We've got men's final tomorrow. If you're enjoying this match, make sure you like the video. Like the stream. We're almost got 10,000 in the house as well, so thank you for that. A bit of serve. Down the tee. Great serve. Return is chipped. But too short. Oh, and Noskova hits it in, but that was wild. That almost went wide. Almost. 30 love. She hit, that was a frustrated forehand. She's like, yeah, get that out of here. Get that out of here. Serve again. Great serve out wide. Muchova hits it short. Noskova backhand straight to Muchova, who hits a winner. Yeah, Noskova just didn't really want to play it at that point. Hit the backhand and was like, well, I lost that point. Wasn't a bad approach. Just straight to Muchova at the baseline. 30-15. As with a fault second serve. Second serve into the backhand of Muchova. Noskova backhand in the net. Her backhand is completely fallen off. Yeah, you can tell Noskova's super nervous now. 30-all. She's just trying to jump around, try and loosen up a bit. She needs an ace. 30-all. She serves a fault. She's missing first serves as well, which was not happening for like 90% of the game. Second serve of the forehand of Muchova. Return goes in the forehand of Noskova. Muchova again with the forehand of Noskova. Noskova overhits it. Oh no, Noskova's starting to fall apart. 30-40. And she's starting to ask the coach questions. Oh no, and the parents are shaking. They're scratching their heads. I'm guessing that's her parents. Give Papa Noskova a hat. Jeez, well, come on, Wimbledon. Give him a hat. He can't see. Sun's right in his face. Put him in the put him in there. Put him in the sun over there. What the hell? All right, first serve's a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand. Oh, Muchova gets it back. And then Noskova hits it out. What a weird point. Muchova nearly headbutts it. What the hell was that point? All right. Muchova's leading. And she's going to serve for the second. Oh, man. And Noskova's just got a towel over her head. She's like, get me out of here. Muchova's going to serve for the second. Noskova just doesn't want to be there now. She's like, get me out of here. You have to reset now, have a PIMS. Why would I reset? That's crazy. Muchova's still going to serve this set, though. She has had to face break points in the last few games. God, Noskova is just... She is not having fun now. All right. How we doing, chat? How we doing? 1 in the chat if we're going 3, 2 in the chat if you think we're going to a tiebreak. I don't know. I feel like Muchova might get broken. I don't know. I don't trust her serve. I reckon Noskova might break. I don't know. This is a roller coaster, and I'm not expecting it to be a smooth ride. A lot of ones. One in the chat if we're going 3-2 in the chat if we're going to a tie break. A lot of ones. All right. You have a lot more faith than I do in Muchova, all right? I don't know. Now Muchova's got the pressure of trying to hold and win the set. She's come this far. She's won the last 4 games in a row. She saved 5 championship points. Muchova serves. An ace. That's a start. That's a great start. 15 love. You won't be sleeping for another hour? That's okay. I'm watching the England-Norway game in like 4 hours anyway, so I'm not going to be sleeping in 3 hours. Please don't put scores in the chat. 15 love. Serving into the forehand of Noskova. Forehand from Muchova in the net. All right, nice return. 15-all. 15-all. This is what a Grand Slam final should be. 15-all. Who you got, Norway or England? I've got England 2-1. All right, 15-all. Muchova serves a fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand, and Noskova just shanks it. Misses the forehand completely. 30-15. I tell you, these 3 points were not happening. They were not happening earlier in this set or in the match. I mean, they weren't happening until literally the last few games that Noskova was missing shots that she was making easily. 30-15. Muchova serves. Another fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Noskova. Great second serve from Muchova. And then the forehand winner. That second serve had some work on it too. A lot of kick on that second serve. And she's got 2 set points to take us to a third. And the Muchova coach was whistling like mad. Oh, that was him. That was he who was making that noise. All right. 2 set points to take us to the third. God, Noskova's got to have to regroup big time. Oh, it must have been a shitty feeling. Serve. Into the back of Noskova. Slice return. The forehand of Muchova. Muchova hits a winner. We're going 3, baby. We are going 3. Who would have thought? It was looking straightforward. It was looking boring. We're like, oh, really? We're going to have a straight sets final again? Oh, man. Noskova's gone to the bathroom. Smart move. Just get the hell out of there. Get off the court. Regroup. Because she's only played 2 bad games. And one of those games was a very close 50-50 game where she double faulted on championship point. She played a terrible game to get broken at 5-all, but she's really only played 2 bad games. Up until that championship point, those championship point games, she was doing fine, Noskova. She was playing better. She has been the better player. It was just those last couple of games where, and momentum went against her as well, but those last few games. The fight, she got to like come out here like she never had championship point. That's the real thing, right? She got no championship points. She didn't have any. You got to pretend like she never had any. 21 winners, 22 errors from Noskova, 16 winners, 11 errors from Muchova. 2 out of 11 break points converted by Muchova. 1 out of 5 for Noskova. But remember, 5 championship points is the real big number that you got to remember. Muchova has saved 5 championship points to take us to a third. 5 games in a row as well. All right. And a big shout by Muchova as well. What a final. This is what we signed up for. This is what we signed up for. How we doing, chat? One emoji, chat, to tell me how you're feeling. One emoji for how you're feeling right now, chat. How you feeling? I'll tell you, Muchova's parents are a little bit more excited. They're throwing fists. How we feeling, chat? Noskova needs to go find some peace. Find some quiet. Come out here and regroup. That's it. One emoji. Tell me how you feeling, chat. One emoji. People going nuts in the chat. You're feeling bored. God, if you're feeling bored now, you must be dead inside. Somebody has a poopy feeling. What the hell is that supposed to mean? All right, Noskova coming back from the bathroom. She is going to be serving first in the third. This first game is so important for both. This is such an important game, this first game. Probably more important for Noskova. Having lost the last 5 games in a row, and especially on her serve, she needs to set the tone. Couple of aces. Remember, she did serve a couple of aces when she was down break points, which was super impressive. But she's got to serve big. Noskova to serve, and the crowd go wild. They're appreciative now because they're getting 3 sets. I still wish it was 5 sets, but, you know, whatever. I stand by what I said. Best of 5 final, please. All right, chat, who's winning the final set? Give me your predictions. What is the score going to be? See if anyone can get it right. I'm still going Noskova. I said Noskova in 3. I'm sticking by it. 400 rally. As we're backhand from Muchova. Goes into the backhand of Noskova. Muchova, 4 on the stretch. Goes deep. And too deep. Out. 15 love. 6-3 Muchova. 6-3, 6-3. 6-4. Is Noskova going to be able to be the new Novotna? I have no idea. Maybe. Hopefully not. I mean, I hope she wins this. I don't know what that meant. Muchova 6-2. 6-4 Noskova. 6-4 Muchova. 6-4 Muchova. 7-5 Muchova. 6 love Muchova. Okay. That would be crazy. What a turnaround that would be. As we return into the forehand Noskova. Back into Muchova. Into the Noskova forehand slice. Muchova. Short ball. Hits a slice forehand winner. 15-0. And Muchova's just playing smarter now as well. She's not getting bullied. 6-4 Muchova. A lot of people going 6-4 Muchova. Okay. A lot of people going 6-4 Muchova. That seems to be the popular pick. All right, 15-0. Noskova serves again. Here's a fault, second serve. There's a return. Goes in the forehand of Noskova. Noskova hits it out. 15-30. God, the errors. The errors on the forehand. That's the concerning part for Noskova. She wasn't missing that forehand. That forehand was automatic. 15-30. Great serve. There's the ace. Needs more of those. 30-0. 30-0. Over to serve again. Out wide. Muchova slices it short. Oh, Noskova missed the forehand. Oh, she had the... Oh, no, she shrugged it off. She's like, whatever. No, that's not... That was a bad shot. Just don't be upset, but also don't just be like, oh, I don't care. No, you should care. 30-40. Good serve down the tee. Oh, return goes in. And then a slice winner by Noskova up the line. Smart by Noskova. I'll tell you, Noskova needs to slow down. She needs to slow down. When things are going bad, you got to change the tempo. Like, she is rushing through these points. And with Muchova, I mean, Muchova's everything's going in. She is rushing through these points. Take some more time. First there's a fault. See, that's the thing, Chad. If you're ever playing and things are not going your way, just slow it down. At least get back a little bit of the tempo. Because the tempo's going on Muchova's racket, and Muchova is loving this. She's like, yeah, I'm winning. Let's keep going. Let's play fast. 4-4 on rally. And that goes in the net by Noskova. Advantage Muchova. But Noskova's just like running to the, getting to the line. Like she's ready to go. No. When you're winning, that's a great strategy. When you're losing, especially when you've lost 5 games in a row, slow down. Slow it down. Just go to the towel. Take some extra time. Take the entire, time clock. All right. Serve out wide. The backhand of Muchova. Return goes for Noskova. She puts that away. Beautiful inside-out forehand. Deuce. This guy in the chat who's echoing me, please stop. Gaz. Mate, don't put scores in the chat. All right, deuce. As Noskova serves again. There's a return. Goes in the forehand of Noskova. Muchova's there with a forehand up the line. Noskova backhand as Muchova on the attack. Back up the line again. Noskova pass. Muchova drop volley. Too good. Great hands by Muchova. And it's another break point. Advantage Muchova. And she is looking so confident now. All right, serve. Muchova with another break point. Remember, she's won 5 games in a row from 2-5 down. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Muchova. Good return. Noskova gets it back. As Muchova forehand cross court. Noskova on the stretch with a slice. Muchova. Forehand again to the forehand of Noskova. And Noskova too strong. Gets back to deuce. All right. Back to deuce. Another long service game. What happened to banning spoilers in the chat? Yeah, we gotta. People are getting a little crazy. All right, return goes into the forehand of Noskova. Muchova with a slice in the net. Advantage Noskova. Advantage Noskova. To get the first game and break the streak that Muchova's on. All right, first there's a fault, second serve. Second serve. Serve at the back end of Muchova. Muchova in the net. Okay, Noskova holds. Wasn't convincing, but she'll take it. 1-love in the third. And that breaks the streak of games. 1-love. One love. Yeah, please don't put scores in the chat. Please don't ruin the scores. People in the chat have asked you nicely as well, so please don't. We got a scoreboard. You don't even have to type. You don't even have to bother typing the scores in the chat. We got a scoreboard. You don't need to put them in the chat. You don't need to, just save your fingers from typing. You don't have to do nothing. Just chill and enjoy. We got you covered with the score. All right, back to Muchova. Here we go. Muchova to serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. You're just joining us. 5 championship points have come and gone for Noskova. She had 5 championship points. As a return goes in from Noskova, that's a winner. Beautiful shot. 15 love. 2 of those were on her serve. One of those was a double fault. But it was 5, right? Hang on. It was 5. No, it was a 4. And it was 4. Hang on. No, I can count. It's 5. It was 5. It was 1 on her serve, 4 on Muchova's serve. Backhand return. Goes the forehand Muchova. Forehand out from Noskova. Into the forehand Muchova. Muchova hits a winner. 15-0. Yeah, and the one that was on her serve, she double faulted. So she literally had, and she was acing, like serving so many aces as well. She double faulted on the championship point. All right, 15-0. All right, as the return goes in the net by, the return goes in, the backhand goes in the net by Muchova, 15-30. This is the final that we all expected. This is the final if it was 6-2, 6-3, it would have been very underwhelming. But this is, from Muchova, it would have been underwhelming. So it's at least, even if it goes Noskova's way, this is a much better representation of what Muchova is capable of, right? It would have been a shame if she hadn't won, hadn't put more of a fight up. But she has. She put a great fight. 4-4 rally. As Noskova unleashes forehands, Muchova gets it back. And then Noskova shanks it or sprays it wide, and it's 30-0. Noskova's just trying to make it happen. It's missing, though, which was not happening. She wasn't missing those shots in the first set and a half. All right, 30-0. Bye, chat. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, everybody who has subscribed, and welcome everybody who's new to the channel. 1 in the chat if you're new. 2 in the chat if you've been here forever. We love talking to the new people. As we let. As Muchova serves again. Another let. Been here for 6 years. Galaxy, thanks for sticking around. All right, 30-0. Muchova serves again. Has a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Noskova. Muchova forehand again. The backhand of Noskova sliced. Muchova on the attack as Noskova backhand. And then Muchova hits it wide. Great hitting from Noskova. And it's 30-40. And the first little fist bump in a while from Noskova. Something to celebrate. All right. 30-40. 30-40. Now, chat. I know you like stats, chat. 1 in the chat if you like stats. I'm going to give you some stats. Actually, put a 6 in the chat if you like stats. 6 in the chat if you like stats. Number 6. What's the number 6? There's a backhand return. Into the backhand of Muchova. Noskova forehand. Goes deep. Into the forehand of Muchova. Noskova on the attack, but Muchova's there with a backhand up the line, but overhits it. 2 love. There's the break. Noskova gets that break. All right. So, chat, this year, when it goes the distance, Muchova, 9 wins, 1 loss when it goes to 3 sets. The only loss she's taken was at the Australian Open where she lost to Coco Gauff in the round of 16. So she has gone the distance 10 times and she's won 9, including a match against Coco. And that doesn't include this week, by the way. You can add a couple more on this week. That includes a win against Gauff, a win against Raducanu, a win against Svitolina. And obviously, if we're adding in the extra matches this week, it also includes Gauff semifinal in the last round and also the match against Krejcikova. So 11 wins, 1 loss in 3 setters this year. That's a pretty good record. Backhand rally. Love 15. Is Muchova slice up the line? And Noskova hits it back up the line for a winner. Beautiful shot. And that's just this year. Now, Noskova, on the other hand, is how many in the 3? How many? Where are we? There we go. This year is 9 wins, 3 losses in when we go 3 sets, but that doesn't include this week. So that add on the match against Castella and Osorio as well. So she is 11 wins, 3 losses. And she's lost to Castella, Andreeva, and Gracheva in 3 setters this year. But she has beaten Coco and Pegula. All right, 15-30. So Muchova with the better 3-set record. As a return goes in the net, good serve, 30-all. Now, I know what another question you have is what happens when Noskova wins the first set matches this year? She's actually 19 wins. Holy shit, this is a crazy record. Okay, you ready for it? You want a stat chat? This year, when Noskova wins the first set, she is 24 wins, 1 loss. Volley winner by Noskova, 40-30. The 1 loss she took was at the start of the year when she lost in Brisbane to Andreeva. So she's won 24 matches in a row when she wins the first set. Noskova. 24 match win streak when she wins the first set. I'm sorry, huh? Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess. That's a great. Insane. That's insane. 7-4 of Muchova. Return goes back into Noskova. Muchova backing up the line. That's a great shot. Shadows are really awkward. There's been a drop shot from Muchova. Too good. Deuce. Muchova coming back from a set down this season, including the match this week where she came back from a set down. She was up a set against Coco. She didn't have to come back from a set down this week. So she's 6 wins, 8 losses when she's down a set in matches this year. 6 wins, 8 losses. She was on a 4-match losing streak when she lost the first set, but that changed when she went into Baden-Berg and won a match against Towson. So she has come back from a set down 6 times, lost 8 of them, including matches against Zachary, Parks, Mertens, Towson, as Muchova hits a return winner. So what does that all mean? I don't know. You make up your own minds. I give you the stats. You make up your own decision. You got it. I believe in you. All right. Lovely passing shot winner. Princess Kate loved it. She's got matching earrings with her dress. Of course, she has the same earrings on each, but they're red-ish. Serve to the back end of Muchova. Noskova. Forehand win up the line. Deuce. I'll tell you, that shadow is real annoying. It's a real awkward shadow. Deuce. Noskova serves. Serves a let. Can I do stats after the match? Why would I do stats after the match? It's more interesting now. Those stats are irrelevant when the match is over. Noskova serves. Into the backhand, Muchova in the net. Advantage Noskova to go to 3-love in this finale. All right. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Muchova. Return goes in the backhand of Noskova. Muchova backhand. Again, the backhand of Noskova. Up the line of the forehand of Muchova. Noskova gets a 3-love. Muchova in the net. All right. It's been a hard-fought 3-love, but she leads. All right. 3-love. Noskova in the final set. Cam, you're on mute. Now you're muted. Oh, okay. Now I'm muted. Well, that sucks. I guess I'll just talk to myself. And I won't. I mean, I can talk. Hey, I can talk as loud as I want now. I can talk really close to the microphone. You guys can't even hear me. You guys can't even hear me. You can't even hear me. It's really funny. Oh God, if you could hear me right now, oh, you'd be laughing. All right, 3-love. 3-love. It's only one break, though, and we know Muchova's capable of a comeback, or at least in the set. It's not a comeback unless you win, though. But she did come back in the second set. All right, 3-love. Very important game. For Muchova, has to hold, has to get on the board. Muchova to serve. Muchova serves. Into the forehand, Noskova, good return. Muchova backhand long. It's love 15. Love 15. There's a return. Goes out. 15-0. In chat, no one can hear you scream. It's crazy. That's crazy. 15-0. Serving to the backhand of Noskova, and then Muchova inside out forehand winner. Beautiful shot. 30-15. Serving to the backhand of Noskova, backhand of Muchova. Down the middle of the forehand of Noskova. Drop shot's good, but Muchova's going to get there with a slice. And then Noskova backhand, cross court wide. Great work from Muchova, 40-15. 40-15. Just get on the board here. Good serve down the tee. Return goes into the forehand of Muchova, who hits a drop shot. Noskova gets with the pass. What a pickup. What a shot from Noskova, 40-30. Great pickup. 40-30. Still a chance here to get the game. Get on the board. Great pickup by Noskova. Muchova serves again. Fault. Second serve. Into the back and Noskova up the line of the front of Muchova. Muchova puts it away. She's on the board. 3-1. I tell you what, I do love, and I said this yesterday, that I didn't like the fact that they were filming Djokovic's family so much yesterday. Not so much his wife, but the kids. But I do love they constantly showing the reactions of both parents of both these two ladies. I love that. That's fun to watch. It's fun to see the reaction of both sets of parents. And both dads are like getting up on their feet when they're winning a game and just like getting crazy with it. I love it. All right, nice serve down the tee, 15 love. It is a fun reaction to see the parents feeling all the emotions. As we saw with Sinner's mum last year. Remember her? She was a mess. Hopefully she's not there tomorrow. She was a mess. She couldn't... I felt so bad for her. Lob goes up over... And we're going to... Oh, a tweener by Muchova. It lands in. Noskova gets it back. As Muchova backhand to the forehand of Noskova. Noskova puts it away. Oh, Muchova. Going for the highlight reel, but didn't win the point. Man, that was a good attempt by Muchova. Great tweener. Just not enough to win the point, but great effort. That was a great tweener too. That was a really good one. Forehand now goes up the line. To the back of Muchova. Backhand slice from Noskova. Muchova. Forehand cross-court winner. 30-15. Serve again from Noskova. First serve, fault, second serve. Second serve. The backhand of Muchova. Nice slice from Muchova, sorry. And we get a forehand rally now. And the forehand again from Muchova. And then she has a drop shot. Noskova comes in with a slice. Muchova puts up a lob, but it's too short. Noskova puts it away. And Muchova just got a little bit... She thought there was going to be a drop shot off the drop shot, to be fair. Not a bad idea to run into the net, but... Or to at least like get ready to run to the net, but Noskova too smart. Hit it a little deeper than Muchova thought. And Muchova was unable to get the lob. 40-15. As we're serving to the slice of Muchova. Noskova up the line. Muchova slices it back. Noskova forehand. Cross court. Muchova gets it, but it's in the net. And it's 4-1. There's a shake of the fist from Noskova. 4-1 in the final set. She has led every single set with a break. All right. 4-1. 4-1. All right. How we doing, chat? Noskova playing like she's having fun. Is she though? Doesn't look like she's having fun. She was at the start. Sinner's mum went through so much in the last few years. She has all my comprehension, okay? Calming the nerves, that's it. Elisa went 3, so I am relatively satisfied. Oh, are you? Well, thank God. Now we can all rest. Forgot the $50. Wait, you forgot to give me $50? There's a link down below if you want to donate. Score prediction, bro? Nah. All right. The Royal Box is sweating. They've all got the fans out. They are feeling it out there. They're all wearing those hats. Those Royal Box hats. They are sweating. All right. All right. Serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Muchova. Must-win game. Muchova. 5-1 would be... It would feel like too far. 4-4 rally. As Noskova goes up the line, but hits it long. 15 love. Yeah, Sharapova's in the box. I think Halep's there. Kvitova's there. Obviously, Navratilova's there. All right, 15 love. Who's better, Andreeva, Noskova? Andreeva. Currently Andreeva. But I tell you, Noskova, if she can win this slam, I'm sure a 1,000 title is not too far off, from her. We're double fault Muchova, 15-0. Eduardo.
Noskova is too much for Muchova to handle, sir. Watching you from Anchorage, Alaska, USA.
Hey, shout out to Alaska. Thank you. What's good in Alaska? Anonymous.
Cam, do you think we will ever see true grass court tennis played again? The slicing, net play, creativity. ETC, or has the game moved away to big hitting and ball bashing both on the women's and men?
We kind of have that. I mean, these two ladies are showing that a little bit. And Alcaraz,
Member
right?
for 10 months club. We enjoy you.
Hey, thank you, Robin, for the 2. Appreciate that. All right, 30-15.
Thanks for the entertainment.
No worries. Thank you, JMK, for the 10. Appreciate that. We are getting players play, slices and come to the net and all that stuff. We're not going to get true serve volley tennis again, I don't think. It's not going to be like the 90s where we had, Sampras and Rafter. But we do see signs of that, grass court style, right? The slice, the net play. It didn't go away when Roger retired. Yeah. 40-15. Serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Noskova. Muchova forehand to the forehand of Noskova. Muchova pass. In the net. 40-30. 40-30. Serve again. He's down the tee. The forehand of Noskova. Muchova forehand. Too good. All right. She's on the board again. It's only one break. 4-2. Noskova leads. 4-2. All right, back to Noskova. She serves out wide. Good serve. And then the forehand combo winner. Beautiful shot. 15 love. 15 love. As the return goes into the forehand of Noskova. Beautiful shot again with the forehand. And it's 30 love. 30 love. First serve's a fault. Second serve. By the way, chat, we're almost at 1,500 likes. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Is Muchova in the net? 40 love. Great. Serve out wide from Noskova. 40 love. Serve again. And the return goes to the net. Great serving. And Papa Noskova's on his feet. He's going crazy. Okay. So we're here again. It's the exact same position we were in the second set. Noskova then went on to have 3 championship points against Muchova's serve. Muchova held. Then Noskova had a championship point, got broken, and then Muchova then saved another one, and then got and then held, and then we got to the 7-5. So here is a very important part of the match for Noskova, because this is where it all went wrong in the second set. She would love to finish the match now. Break to win. Don't have to serve. Get the hell out of this court. Win that trophy. Pressure's on Muchova again. Deja vu. That's it. $312K subs. Congrats. Hey, thank you. Yeah, we got to 312 earlier. All right, here we go. Muchova's got to make the first serve. Got to get those first serves in. And she knows if she can hold here, she can chuck the pressure back on Noskova and do what and hope for a second chance again. Third chance? Fourth chance? All right. Muchova serving to stay in the match again. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand, Noskova. Return the forehand, Muchova. Noskova backhand. Up the line. Muchova gets it back with a forehand cross. Noskova drop shot. Muchova gets it with a slice winner. Cross court forehand winner. Smart. 15 love. 15 love. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. In the backhand of Noskova. Backhand of Muchova again. The backhand of Noskova. Muchova backhand on the stretch up the line. Good shot. Noskova gets there but pushes it wide. That's 30 love. Over will prevail. Haven't heard that one for today. 30 love. That's a new one. Love. You know, I think a Czech player might win. Chat, laugh. Laugh. That was funny. Laugh. Laugh. It's a good joke. Return goes out by Noskova. All right. 40 love. For chat, I don't know why I'm nervous. I'm not even playing. 40 love. God, how would Noskova be feeling? Hopefully she forgot what happened in the second set. She didn't look bothered. 40 love. There's a return. Goes in the volley of Muchova. Great serve and volley. All right. Here we go again. Noskova serving for the championship. Here we go again. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, here we go. 1 in the chat if she wins. 2 in the chat if she gets broken. 1 in the chat if she holds. 2 for broken. 1 for hold. 2 for broken. What's going to happen? 1 for hold. 2 for broken. As Noskova serves. A fault. Second serve. 1 for hold. 2 for broken. What's going to happen next? A lot of people have faith. All right, return goes in the forehand of Noskova. Backhand from Muchova. Into the forehand of Noskova. Muchova. Forehand again. To the forehand of Noskova as Muchova. With the forehand, the line goes wide. 15 love. 1 for hold, 2 for broken. Are you drunk? Not yet. Monday I start drinking. 15 love. In celebration of a great tournament that I didn't compete in, but I watched. There's a bit of forehand now from... Oh, Noskova in the net. She had the shot. It would have been a winner. 15-0. 15-0. Oh, shit. 15-0. Serve. Oh, no. No serve. No. Now she serves. Down the tee to the backhand of Muchova. Noskova back up the line. Muchova gets it back. Noskova backhand again. Into the forehand of Muchova. Noskova. Forehand to the backhand slice of Muchova. Slice from Noskova. Into the Muchova forehand as Noskova backhand again. Cross court. Great shot. Muchova gets it. And then Noskova puts it away. Great rally. Great rally by both. 30-15. If you put scores in the chat, you're getting timed out for 5 minutes. You're going to miss the end of this match. All right. Thanks, Deb. 30-15. 2 points. Feels like a long way away. She was 1 point away so many times, and that felt like a a million years ago. All right, 30-15. Don't forget to subscribe. We've got men's final tomorrow. Ace down the tee. There it is. And she's got 2 more championship points. 2 in a row now on her serve. Noskova to finally win Wimbledon. And when I say finally, I mean today. 6th championship point. Noskova serves. No, she doesn't. Just teasing everybody. Serve. Down the tee. Muchova can't get it. Noskova wins. She took the long way round, but she gets it done on her 6th championship point. And she falls to the ground. She's in tears. Man, that was brutal for a 21-year-old. Chad, I don't know what you were doing at 21, but I wasn't winning Wimbledon. Man, that was brutal. What a hard way to win. She gets it done, though, and she is a Grand Slam champion. Wow. I'll tell you, everybody under 25, they are winning these trophies now. The under 25s are taking over the tour. First Andreeva at the French, and now we've got Noskova winning this one. Muchova did so well to make it a match, though. She deserves a lot of credit for fighting through, because that was... it looked over, didn't it? And that's not a pun. It looked like it was all over in that second set. We thought, oh, man, what a disappointing final. Muchova could have done better. But Muchova just got outplayed in that final set. She just got outplayed. And the serving of Noskova proved the difference, especially at the end there. She finally got it all together. I'll tell you what, Papa Noskova's gone through it. He is sweating. He is drenched. They put him right in the sun. Bloody terrible seats. They put him in the roasting sun. He is just drenched. He went through it. What a roller coaster. What a great final, though. What a great final. What a great mental effort from Noskova, too, because after losing that second set, 5 games in a row, 5 championship points, you could have easily gone, you know what? You'll get another chance, and this is a harsh lesson learned, but I'll tell you, she kept it together in that third set. She got the early break, and she didn't give it back. And I'll tell you, Noskova is a problem. She is going to be a problem. No, like, who thought she was... I mean, she's a Wimbledon champion. Like, and she's 21. She's got second best serve in the world, right? After Raducanu. Like, how dangerous is she going to be? She is just getting started. She is so, so dangerous. And that forehand, she is going to really scare a lot of players. I mean, she broke out Papanovskis. He is drenched. Get that man a new shirt. Get that man a new shirt. God, he is drenched. Get him a new shirt. Get the man a shirt. Get him from the Wimbledon store. Come on now. But yeah, she is going to be scary. As she runs up, well, like Pat Cash started this, and now everybody does it. They make everybody do it. I don't think they make the players do it. Well, I want to see the player that doesn't go up to their box after Wimbledon. Pat Cash starts it. I want the person to be like, I'm not going up to the box. I don't care. I'm sitting here, and I'm sitting here. You know who wouldn't do it? Medvedev. Medvedev wins Wimbledon. He's not going up to his box. He's going to be just like, yeah, there's like two people. Hi. We won. I'll see you after. Noskova giving everyone hugs. Great win for Noskova. Tough one for Muchova. Will she get another chance? She's only 29. She turns 30 in a month. She's still got time, right? It's not over for her, but that's an opportunity missed. Playing someone who's never been here before. First Grand Slam final, she lost to Swiatek, right? On clay. That's tough. But opportunity for Noskova there, for Muchova there. Especially with that momentum when she got the second. There's a bit of, she was down straight away in the third and couldn't recover. All right, everybody's high-fiving and shaking hands. And Noskova's like, how do I get out of here? I'll tell you, though, at the start of the year, if you told me that Noskova and Andreeva were going to win titles this year, I'd be like, nah, not this year. Maybe next year. Give them another year, but Andreeva and Noskova have taken over the last couple of slams. They have taken over a little bit. And now you got Sabalenka and Raducanu, who have the other two slams at the moment. US Open is going to be so crazy. It's going to be so good. US Open is going to be crazy. We have got so many Grand Slam champions on the women's side. There's too many. Too many Grand Slam champions. It's almost going to be a top 10 of champions. If you don't have a slam, you can't be in the top 10. So Noskova's number 7, career high ranking. Muchova's number 6, career high ranking. Swiatek's number 8. She dropped. Anisimova's number 9. So she dropped as well. As the princess walks out. Gauff goes up to 4. Pegula goes up to 3. So there's 5 players with career high rankings at the moment. 6 players. 6 players are at their career high. Andreeva's at 5, Sabalenka at 1, Raducanu at 2, and Pegula at 3. All career high rankings for them. Or they stay career high. Yeah, Svitolina dropped down 2 spots. Svitolina, this was a bad tournament. She was, out of all the players in the top 10, she was the one that was the worst for her. Mboko's out of the top 10, but she didn't play, so. But yeah, I tell you, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Grand Slam champions in the top 10, and Osaka's 13 in the world. She's not far behind. So 6 Grand Slam champions in the top 10 on the women's side. That is incredible. And I know there's 4 on the men's side, but on the men's side, there's one guy who has 1 million, and the other 2 guys that have a lot, and then a guy that has 1. I think Medvedev might be there too. So there's 5, but on the women's side, it's like no one has 100. Everybody's got 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, right? I mean, Swiatek's got a couple more, but it's very evenly spread. And the fact that a 21-year-old and a 19-year-old have Grand Slams in the top 10 is huge for the WTA going forward. Plus, Gauff's only 22. She's got 2 already. Yeah. As Muchova gets the runner-up trophy. They're going to interview her. Like, they actually interview her. And Noskova wins Wimbledon. Again, like, this is going to take a minute to get used to, because I think we all believed in Noskova, right? We all believed she was capable, but we just didn't. I mean, she'd never made a semi before. It doesn't look out of place, though, but it's a bit like, yeah, okay. Again, like I said, I think it's probably a year earlier than I expected. I thought, yeah, maybe next year, after making a final or making a semi, get the experience. But she didn't need that. She's like, yeah, I'll make the first final and bang, I'll get the first one. Before winning a 1,000 too, which is big news, right? All right, Muchova's going to have a chat to the crowd. But it's super impressive. I mean, Noskova's serve, her demeanor, like she's so, I mean, underrated is not the word at this point, but she's so like understated, right? She's very, very, she keeps it to herself. She's very low key, right? Muchova's in tears. Oh, man. Brutal. Why do we do runner-up speeches? Let them cry in peace. Don't make them speak. Ugh. Don't make them speak after they lose. It's stupid. Stupid. Don't do it. No runner-up speeches. Optional. Make them optional. And Muchova is having a laugh. Oh, Billie Jean King's there too. Jeez, there's so many legends in that royal box. She's just saying, you're so young and this was your first final. And really good the way you played. Congrats to her and her team. Billie Jean's not your lover? Yeah, I think... is she married? I think she's married. Just saying thanks to everybody in the crowd. This is everybody behind the scenes. Thanking everybody behind the scenes. She mentioned her ex-friend. I was going to be, yeah, it's funny. It's the song cam. Yeah. I know. Thanks, Kat. It was a great match. It was a great match. I'm so happy it turned out to be a great match. All right, she's just saying that she's very grateful to be standing in the Wimbledon final, even though she lost. Muchova's made the semis of every slam, or better. So we know she's capable if she stays healthy. Because remember, the thing with Muchova was always the fact that, she would play well and get injured. So hopefully she can stay healthy, because she can win the US Open. I think the US Open is up for grabs. I don't think it's anybody's in particular. And Muchova could definitely win the US Open. She made the semis last year she made the semis? God, when they turn to their box and they start to talk, they break down. You go, yeah, well, because they got to look at their team and be like, oh man, we lost. That sucks. I'll tell you, she's holding together pretty well though, Muchova. Even though it's super emotional. By the way, if you are leaving, don't forget to subscribe. We're going to hang around for a little bit longer and then wrap it up. She said, I hope I'll get to the final again and have a chance to win again. Man, that's tough. Runner-up speeches are tough. Chat, we get rid of them. Get rid of them. Don't make players who lose in finals. It's like talking at a funeral. It's like, fucking, don't. I don't want to hear it. It's depressing. Sad. I don't want to hear it. Now Noskova's going to speak. And Noskova just saying how the matches have all been really tough. Can you find a way to watch Cruz tomorrow? We're going to try. We're going to try and watch Cruz tomorrow. I really do want to watch Cruz in the final, but I just got to figure out where I can watch it. It should be on TV. It should be on TV. She's saying, I'm so glad I could play my first Grand Slam final against you. So the Czech players are all really close, yeah? Somebody get Noskova's dad a shirt. I'm sure they have a spare one. Get him a fresh one. He's like, I know all the Czech fans at home are proud of us. And somebody in the crowd's like, woo! It's a win-win for Czechia. Oh, big. She's just saying to Muchova's team that it's been a good 2 weeks for them. Because I want to thank my team now. No, now she's getting emotional talking about her parents coming there. She's like, thanks for my family members who don't like flying to be here. Oh, her mum passed away? That's sad. I didn't know that. That's emotional too, right? That makes it. That's really nice that her dad's there then. That's awesome. I was talking to a coach about working together for 6 years. No, this is going to be sad. She just thanked her mum. Oh. I didn't know that about Noskova. Now she's in tears. And even Martina's in tears. Martina's lost it. She's like, oh, you got me with that. Oh. Everybody's crying. Oh, man. She passed away 2 years ago. No, that's sad. Just thanking all the fans now. And she says she can't wait to come back next year. Good speeches. Good speeches. Good speeches. I'm like emotion. No, everybody's crying. Everybody's crying. Pardon me. Oh man. All right. They're getting all the photos. That's it for the ladies. The Wimbledon finals done. We'll go through some stats. We'll talk, and then we'll get out of here. And be back for tomorrow's men's finale. And like I said, we'll probably watch. We'll probably try and watch. Well, I'll try and get to watch the Hewitt boys doubles match. 10 aces from Noskova, 4 double faults, 6 aces, and 1 double fault for Muchova. Everybody's still crying. 44 winners, 36 errors from Noskova. Muchova with a 35 winners and 27 errors. Very good quality match overall. I mean, that's more winners than errors. You'd love to see it. A lot of breakpoint chances for both ladies. Not many breaks, which is good. But yeah, 2 out of 15 converted by Muchova, 4 out of 13 from Noskova. So serving was great. Both were serving very, very similar as well. Noskova obviously winning more first serve points, which you'd expect. She has got a big serve. But yeah, not many points won at the net, though. I was a little bit surprised. Or at least it wasn't as successful as they'd been in the 60s of, percentage-wise of winning points at the net. But, both had great passing shots, right? They were both hitting great passes. So, but great final. I'm so glad that it went the distance because the first set and a half, it looked a little bit too easy. So I'm glad that we got our money's worth, even though we didn't pay for it. You didn't. I did. So yeah, good final. Good final. Very good final. I'm excited to see what Noskova does next. How does she go now? She's a slam champ. She's never won a 1,000, so that's obviously going to be on the list of what to do next. But yeah, it's got to be interesting. We got so many good. We got so many Grand Slam champions. Oh, that's great. That is so good to see both of the dads. Muchova's dad came over to Noskova's dad, and they're just shaking hands and having a chat. Oh, I love to see that. How lovely is that? That's such a cool moment. And Noskova's name is already on the board. They work fast. They worked real fast. It is already up on the winners board. Yeah, the dads together. That was nice. That was a nice moment. The most touching, moving women's final I've seen in 40 years. With their fathers played a 5-set. Like, Noskova's dad is just drenched. He's like, I'm never coming back to the match again. Never coming back to the tennis. He went through it. He played a 5-setter. Somebody get him a new shirt. Come on now. Wimbledon. The two dads were there together. Yeah, that was nice. People expected this, but I was still all for Caro. Yeah, I don't think Noskova wasn't expected to win. I don't think there was an expectation on Noskova to win. It was a 50-50. And we saw in the second set why it was a 50-50, because at the second set, we saw that Noskova, the nerves come into it. Muchova started to, show her experience, but it was just a little bit too late. If the second set was the first set, whole different match, right? A lot of tennis clubs in Czech Republic have a bar attached. So tennis parents are used to socializing while their kids play. Okay, fair enough. Third longest women's final, apparently. Really? Women's singles final in Wimbledon. Really? Okay. Didn't feel like a long final. What was it, like an hour, two and a half? Yeah, 2.5. Okay, it didn't feel that like a long final. Didn't feel like it was a marathon, but Was Muchova injured late in the semis? Well, she didn't show anything today, so I'm going to say no. Because she didn't show any signs of injury today, so I'm going to say that she was not injured. And she was maybe just nervous. It kind of feels like a win-win. Yeah. Look, Muchova, I hope she can win a slam. She deserves one. And look, we know that Muchova is capable. She could win the US. She could easily win the US. She could win the Australian Open. She could win Wimbledon next year, right? I mean, Muchova is definitely, definitely on the list of players capable of winning a slam. She's come close twice, right? She's won three. She's played 3 setters twice in her finals, but they're just showing off the trophy, getting all the photos. So Noskova is going to be ranked number 7. Muchova is a very talented player. I hope she wins a slam. Yeah, I think we all want her to win a slam, right? She's definitely a player that we all root. We're all rooting for, right? We all want her to go and do well. Osaka Muchova Australian Open, that'd be fun. Do you think Zverev can be number 1 by the end of the year? No. Will this make her one of the favorites of the US? Make Noskova one of the favorites? For sure. 100%. She'll be a favorite. At this stage, yes. Ask me when we get to Cincy. Because things can change really quickly. But as of right now, yeah, she's a favorite. She's got to be a top 5 for the US Open. She's got to be. She has to be. But ask me that in 3 weeks. When we start getting some hardcore tennis, and then we can really, really see what, because look, there's a chance, as it happens, that you win a big trophy like this, and then you start losing some matches you wouldn't lose. So also don't be surprised if Noskova loses some unexpected matches. Has some unexpected losses over the next couple of tournaments too. That also could happen.
Keep up the good work.
Hey, thank you for the 5. I will. Niv.
Whoever plays Jess in 500 finals is winning Wimby.
The last 2 years, yeah. Thank you for the the last 3 years. No, last 2 years. A Marg draw. Okay. What's that look like? Who's playing a Marg? I don't even know. Is that Caboli? Oh, yeah, he's playing. Okay, cool. All right. Well, chat, that is the Wimbledon final. It was a great final. It's a memorable final. It'll be a memorable final. And we still got one more match. That's tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to try and find the match from for the boys singles as well, because I really do want to watch Cruz Hewitt continue the dynasty of the Hewitts. So I'll try and find that, and we'll try and watch that as well. But yeah, good final. Good match. Good. It's been a good tournament for the women's side. We've had a good mixture of great matches, big upsets, great runs. Right. I think the women's tournament has been very eventful at Wimbledon this year. So it's been a great tournament. So all around on the women's side. So we got one more match. Men's final tomorrow. Make sure you join us for that. It'll be at the same time tomorrow as this one started. Like I said, we'll try and watch the boys' final if I can find it. It's not just about finding it though. It's also about figuring out how to score it and shit. So it's not just a matter of trying to find it. That's the first thing I got to do. Hopefully we can watch that. If we can't watch it, then we'll just watch the men's final anyway, which starts at the same time as this one did today. But thanks for joining. Noskova wins. She's a Grand Slam champion. 6-2, 5-7, 6-3. She gets it done in 2.5 hours. Another Czech champion. And career high rankings for both these ladies. So it's a big win-win-win. The only person who, Muchova losing the title, but overall it's been a very successful tournament. And these two ladies should not be missed or should not be overlooked when we get to the US Open, because both of them are going to be super dangerous. I'll see you tomorrow.